Millie Mills, where you been? See me out, I'm here. Pulling up to your gang station like give me 10 on 10. See me out and I'm reppin'. Putting on for my section. Cross girl for your hoe because that bitch, she need direction. Niggas need protection. I just need my weapon. Better step with that flexing like a yoga class. We stretching, man. I've been on my grind. It's on my game. They keep asking how I'm living, I say day to day. They say your brother still in that prison, I say day to day. Ain't living great, but shit, I'm trying to get my family straight. But we gon' make it in a major way. Hey, they keep asking.
Yo. Y'all know what this is, man. This is Kode Se7en. This is something different. This is our hip-hop panel. This is my wrap-up of the year. Oh, it's been a long 12 months. A lot of music, man. Y'all know me, see me with my bro, Tizzle.
Well, let me get on there. Hold on.
Yeah. So y'all can know, bro is here. Yes, bro is always here, man.
You try to use
So, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my panelists. I'm gonna start this way. My brother Ben.
What's good with it? What's up, man?
Go ahead and let them know where to find you at.
Las Vegas Legends, we here, man. We here, Vegas.
How that start? How you get to Las Vegas Legends? How did you get Las Vegas Legends?
Man, as a member of this game, as a player and a coach of the game, I felt like we needed to recognize some players and some coaches of the game.
Man, I appreciate you. I think we wanted to call you. Had Kode Se7en on there, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna honor everybody.
On there, man.
Everybody.
I appreciate you
from the ground up for sure.
Man, salute.
Yes, sir.
Also, I got my brother, man. Me and this dude became real close over the year, for sure. Talk to this dude a lot, man.
Hey, you got faith? Huh? You better have works with it. Without work instead, and you can get murked with it. Fresh out the dirt with it. Head to the church with it. From the church to the turf with it. God get rid of all my critics.
Icy Jones.
Yes, sir.
How to see the Icy Jones? Go ahead and let them know where to find you, how to follow you.
Yes, sir. Follow me everywhere. ICJONEZ. That's Icy Jones. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. I'm there.
Yes, man. And
don't be extra.
Hey.
God is good. Want to do it? You said you want me to lead the choir? All right, come on, let's do this.
It's 5 a.m. She calling me just to beat it up. She sent me pictures of that pussy, told me heat it up.
You need to listen to him. He said they said I'm a star to make it. I said that is a lie. I am already a star. I just ain't signed yet. You got to already know who the fuck you are.
One of the funniest, one of my favorite other reactors, Lou.
Yes.
HipHop with Lou.
Yes.
Pleasure go ahead and
what's up, y'all? I'm Lou from HipHop with Lou. You can find me on YouTube, HipHop with Lou. Instagram, LucynThiaent, LucynThiaent on Instagram. It sounds like a lot, but
yeah,
that's where y'all can find me.
These eyelashes is giving me life. Y'all understand?
Ooh, you gonna come? They long. You know me. I'm extra, so my eyelashes gotta be extra.
Giving me the life over here.
Man, you got on the sodas?
Ooh, y'all taking shots on camera. These Alex Wayne, they do look like sodas.
Okay.
And then you coming from my eyelashes.
There we go. So, and she out here with the Alex Waynes. Them some expensive shits.
No, they was $70. I ain't even gonna stunt. They ain't expensive, but it's like they do look like sodas now that I'm looking at them. Now that you say that, but I'm different. You know, it's just.
We here though.
Nobody else got a tag. I got it. It's cool.
Man.
We here. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we here.
I see how this episode about to go. Let's do it. I already see how it's finna go.
So
yeah, I'm finna tag you in. I'm like,
cause I want that nigga anyway. He tried to X me out. That short nigga.
Man, hey. So we here to have a conversation about Vegas hip hop.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into the, I guess y'all want to start with the top 5. Y'all top 5. Well, no, before we get into the top 5, before we get into the top 10 albums, we're gonna get into a few honorable mentions that my boy Icy Jones said he had.
I have to mention my little bro, Lucky 2 Times.
come on, rest in peace.
All top, man.
Shit out of date, I just bought a patty, just hopped out of race. When it come to money, I'm high on my stakes. Bitch, I'm from Vegas to Gamble and Haley. I gotta get it, ain't no time to play.
Long live my little nigga Luck, homie.
Good luck, man. No luck, man.
Love you, bro. Wanted to go to the top, my nigga.
CJ, you feel me? Go way
Take it
back
to
to
the
the
top.
Always, bro. My heart. Much love.
Rest in peace, love you.
Man, long live Luck, man. For real though. Long live the Prince.
Peace, my man. CJ, man.
Rest in peace.
Reach my nigga 2 times, man. We gon' miss you, my nigga. 2 times.
TJ the Prince!
Was the prince of the city, you out the crown, my nigga. You took a part of me with you when you hit the ground, my nigga. Don't you worry about Kaylani, I'ma hold her down, my nigga. When I see her, I see you, I miss your smile, my nigga.
Moms are still popping, right?
Yes.
And
It's the Prince, hey, look. Life without my mama, man, living to be so difficult. If I ain't have my mama to tell me what I be living for, wait 10 years old. Hit the county, she the only one with me. Juvenile to win the dope, she was with me through kinder school. All my life I had to grind, cause if she wanted, she got it. Shoot, it gotta be that way, cause she the reason I'm popping. She the reason I'm the hottest, she the reason I got it. Made reason 18 drop, she was on me, not stopping. Say I gotta get it, gotta spend it, ZO1, I gotta spend it.
put a single out, what we made, featuring Stone, which is dope, right? Which is dope. And that's that, man. He was really one of the dopest. Well, he was the hottest young enough.
Facts.
Yeah.
Can't even argue with it.
What was I don't know, 10 to 19, 20,
20.
10 to 20, right?
21 this month.
Yeah. So I want to give him an honorable mention. You said Cheddar Red earlier. So,
yeah.
You know, that boy working.
Cheddar doing his thing.
Y'all agree with that?
Yes.
Definitely.
D-Baby. I want to say that I met D-Baby the first time with Lucky 2 times, right? And I gave him an interview with Lucky 2 times, right? It was like that open. It's like, remember when Dirk gave Vaughn the open seat on Breakfast Club? He ain't had nothing out type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Lucky. He's just like, yeah, I want him to, I ain't even, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so from there, he dropped albums. Like, he got projects.
Oh yeah, he did the same.
Right? And so I want to give him an honorable mention. And my boy Chosen. Chosen been working.
Chosen Rue.
Chosen Rue.
Okay.
He been working. I like how his music has the substance that I need, but it's also like real. You know what I mean? It's like he has this voice that I really like that carries. You know what I mean? On that microphone, it like carries. And then he putting out these visuals, and it's just him. It's not like it's him and a bunch of other people that's behind him. It's just him doing his thing, representing what he do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I wanna stop there. Well, no, let me give one more. Stone, my boy Stone. He been working lately. He worked with Dan and Dane. He put out like 5.
Stone's part of the album. I still ain't. I've listened to it lightly, but I haven't really dug in it yet.
He gives me Nipsey-esque. Like, he has that feel that like I'm a cool gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm reserved, but I need some game. Like, you feel me? Got my little sippy sip. You know what I'm saying? My little smoke, but I'm a player. But you know what I mean? So I like his vibes. So those are mine. I got a couple producers too. I like Cody, I like Dana, I like Hitman. As far as producers. But
who's Dana?
Dana.
Okay.
He used to go by Apollo, but
when you saying Dana, I'm thinking of the old.
Yeah, everybody. But
wow.
His actual name is Dana. You feel me? Dana Kendrick. And
oh yeah. Oh, that's my boy.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Shout out to Dana, man.
Man, listen, he be shooting me beats all the time.
You got beats.
That's
he
my
can
boy.
engineer.
He from and he can engineer now.
Yes, he does.
His growth is crazy. So when he first started producing, it was horrible. I didn't like none of the for real. But that's my boy. Played basketball with us. He played in we have a top nigga versus E-Dub basketball game. He played in one of the games with us. He also was a part of my I did a basketball tournament for the city.
Okay.
He's a part of that. Dope baller.
Yes. He balled overseas too.
Balled overseas. Yeah, Dana's my boy.
Yeah.
And shout out to Dana.
So he changed his name from Apollo to Dana Dane. And of
Okay.
course it's gonna get mixed up. But he's our Vegas Dana Dane. He's a producer. Really dope. He actually produced for Stone as well. And a lot of other people. But pretty dope. So I wanna leave it at there because I can make a list all day. I got a lot of names, but we're gonna leave it right there.
With your honorable mentions, Lucky 2 times.
Yeah.
It's crazy to speak on Lucky 2 times. Me and bro, before we started Kode Se7en, I was like big on Lucky 2 Times, so I'm steady telling bro about him. And we trying to get into like his videos and stuff, and we waiting on stuff to drop. And I think he had just dropped Before I Blow. And we was trying to get him in there when we got the thing that he had passed. And I think bro still hadn't really heard him, and then we had reviewed video. And bro was like, oh, he was dope. And we started going over it. Shout out to Mommy Luck. I actually got a 2 Times hoodie with me. I wore it today. I ain't got it on right now, but I do got a 2 Times hoodie.
His birthday's coming up, December 13th.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Lucky 2 Times, man. It's a loss. We also lost Lee's P this year.
So that was this year?
Yeah. So
that's an honorable mention from Tiz.
2 times, let's go.
Yeah, Tizzle brought him up.
Yeah, it's an honorable mention from our brother Tiz.
So going into starting Kode 7, Lee's P and one of our other partners, Sleep, was in a beef.
Money ain't changed me or changed where I live at. It's supposed to do that. That's where I keep my kids at. When Sleep lost, Boogie bloody lost it. When Jizzle lost, Tay bloody lost it. Sometimes I think my niggas get exhausted from all this bullshit that we done caused it, yeah. So please tell me this my last story. And when I die, bury me with all that cash for me. Protect my wife, protect my kids, and put up my mask for me. Cause when I pull up in that thing, them haters get mad for me. Yeah, them haters get mad for me, nigga.
Diss records towards each other, whatever, they was in a beef. And that was like one of our first shows, right?
Yeah.
One of our first shows was to bring them together to squash the beef. So that's the first thing we did on Kode 7 was squash that beef.
Really?
Yeah, man. And right before he passed, they had been best friends for like their whole lives.
Yeah.
Grew up together. So right before he passed, they was real close. So man, another loss we took as far as hip hop.
Yeah.
But you brought them back together before you passed.
Can we pause on that real quick? Because this is what you're supposed to do with your hip hop platforms. Stop instigating this rap beef shit because y'all want to get views and y'all want entertainment. This is a real fucking life. You get what I'm saying? Like this is not what it's about. If you have any type of hip hop influence, you could bring these artists together. Do that. Don't instigate that shit. So when y'all go to all these hot radio stations, and I don't want to bring out no big names because this will be seen, but it's like stop going to them. They don't want to see y'all come together. They want to see y'all kill each other so they could get YouTube views and so their name could get bigger. Stop doing that shit. Like do things like this. Bring people together to squash the fucking beef. Like it's too much talent for y'all to all be beefing. I get it. It's a competitive sport, but fuck it, we got enough against us. So. Kudos to you for both of y'all for doing that because we don't have enough hip hop platforms that will do that.
Yeah, that was the first thing we was doing. We haven't reviewed no diss records.
Yeah, we won't do those either.
We won't do no diss records, and we get asked.
And they get mad at us about.
And they get mad
because those be their biggest songs, you know.
Yeah,
of course, that be their biggest stuff.
Because the world feeds off of drama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that pushes to the top, but the world also loves love and positivity too.
Yep.
Now, I wanted to ask you though, did y'all listen to the Grease in the pool?
I did. I actually reviewed both of them, but when I did my review, I made sure I didn't mention none of their names. I gave like to both of the energy, and I really felt like some way about that because I was like, I really shouldn't touch it, but. I made sure like when I did the reviews, I was like this. I act like I didn't know who the fuck it was about. I'm like this is just a good ass song, and you put your heart in that shit. So you gotta be careful because that shit can go left.
You can.
You know what I'm saying? And we have these platforms where people are watching us and they waiting for us to say the wrong thing.
Right.
And I was like, I do this shit like for the city, but I'm not gonna say, oh, he said this about this person. Like, no, I'm acting like I don't fucking know. I'm acting like it's a bar and I have no idea. Like I'm listening to fucking Tupac hit him up. Like, damn, this is some legendary shit right here. It's a good song. I don't know who the fuck he talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing that.
Right. And you can make a diss song like back to back and it go.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And nobody has to get harmed. And although Drake did say that, it was a lot of strong tension, but nobody ever got harmed. You feel me? And then later they were able to patch it up like Gucci and Jeezy, even though somebody did get harmed. But 15 years later they were able to make it back together.
Right.
So no matter how long it takes, try to keep it out the streets and out of harm's danger, harm's way. And if you can never try to fix it. If somebody like us try to reach out, we won't try to fix it if we reach out to you.
I for sure want to try to fix that. Like that's really our thing as far as one of the things we wanted to do when we first got into it. Of course, we listen to all these records that are dropped.
Yeah.
You know, like I
It's still hip hop.
Right. It's still entertaining because it's a competitive sport.
Yeah,
but you gotta be careful with it.
And it's on how you do it. If I feel like because I'm a battle rap dude, and Lou, I know you're a battle rap person too. I'm a battle rap dude, so I'm into the battle part of hip hop.
Right.
But when I know that it's so personal, I try to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the songs, how they put the songs together. I didn't like the beef or the battle. That shit went 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Real fast lyrically.
Yeah.
But I like a good battle, and if they could just keep it on wax and you know, showcase the lyricism and how clever you could be lyrically, I think keep the personal shit out of it, then that's what I think is a good hip hop battle. And I like how they both put they perspective songs out.
Yeah.
Right.
So I for sure, like I said, I appreciate the battle art form. I feel like when you speak on hip hop, without the battle art form, you don't have hip hop.
No doubt.
That's just a part of hip hop. That's really how a lot of artists started. Is if I can slay you lyrically, you know, it's don't have to go no farther than that.
Right.
Well, that's what a cipher essentially is. Like,
facts.
You better make sure you're harder than that last dude that went up, and you gotta get that other dude a little fear that's coming after you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if it's not a head-on battle, you feel me? You still gotta be better than your competitor. It's kind of like when we was looking at boxing. You feel me? Yeah, it's hype all the way up into the fight, and y'all fighting afterwards. Y'all slap gloves and be like, "Good fight, man. I like that. Just do this better." You feel me? And so if hip hop could be like the battle rap scene when it comes to that, it'd be alright. But like you said, like Cats be really having beef.
Yeah. No, they do. They really have beef.
And it's just, I just feel like the instigating always makes that shit worse. Because it's too much. So you got all these people getting in their head now. Now like, oh, you gonna let that nigga talk to you like that? Oh, you going? And so now they snap because it's like, now I got something to prove. I'm gonna be fucked up because they could hear about themselves and probably be like, oh, fuck that nigga. But now you got everybody instigating, and now he's like, oh fuck, now I gotta do something.
Yeah, and it's not just me and bro was having this conversation around the time King Von had passed, and I said at one point in hip hop, you was just a gangster rapper. But now you have gangsters that rap.
Yeah, exactly.
So they really are coming at you. You know what I'm saying? At one point it was like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like watching a CV4 movie. Like, okay, it's cool seeing you as MC Gusto, but the real Gusto is this person.
Right.
It's kind of like that. And so when you get the real Gusto to really rap, or you get these people to really rap, they still feel like they have to prove themselves.
No, that's so true.
Yeah, so with Vegas being a local scene, it's like, that's probably why I run away from it so much, because I know y'all broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't have nothing on the line. Not saying they don't have money to support their kids, but y'all not millionaires. Y'all don't have so much on the line. If you pass, your mom probably still gonna be able to pay her bills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not that much of a factor. So if we tap into that and we allow y'all to continue to go at each other in the wrong way, like Lou say when she did it, she made it more. We're not gonna speak on the personal. Speak on the bars, and that's what bro was trying to do. Like bro's like, if we do it, we can't speak it on the personal.
Right.
And you know, we just was having a back and forth on how to do it or what to do. It's like, man, we just gonna stay away.
I feel like at a point in time in all of our careers as artists, man, there comes a time where we should grow, right?
Yeah.
And you put away the old man, like the way Gucci resurfaced in his personal life, it didn't show in the music. The music stayed the same. His personal life, cool, we congratulate that and we lift that up. But as the music, the artist Gucci, it didn't change. Nothing lifted, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, through the music, you didn't tell me how many reps you was doing in prison to look that good. You're not telling me you're not a drug addict anymore in your music. You're not saying you put down the cup. You're telling me how you selling it still to others to look like how you looked. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there comes a point where it still can be dope and tasteful if you rap it in the right way, where we're gonna be like, oh, look what he said there.
That fear of,
but the next generation,
like it.
But the next generation gonna be, they still came from the trenches. Like, gangster rap still gonna be here. Like, San Fujiano, that's a new gangster rapper. Let him do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where he came from, like you did. I'm not saying that every new rapper gotta change his style because he's making some money.
And it takes away from your music too, because it's like, okay, Gucci, your life is totally different. Like the Gucci that was back in the day, like my nigga, you're not on the same block, you're not living the same life, you're not experiencing the same shit. So it's like when these rappers get older, it's okay to grow. That's why when people say like the old Wayne and the new Wayne, how the fuck, what are they supposed to rap about? He's not in New Orleans no more. I think it's like he's not where he from Third Wall or something. He's not there no more. So you have to rap about your current life. Niggas fuck with that. Yep. That's why Jay-Z is still able to keep up with these young dudes because he raps about his present moment. Now he's not talking about putting in work and getting pulled over. He's talking about investing. Right. Like you go with your time and people gonna respect that.
Didn't it go viral when he said with that
put the money to the ear?
It was like we don't call that money around here.
And it still works.
It went viral though because he was talking down on the situation. He's saying he's not saying you ain't got to do that. It ain't cool. He's just saying we don't call that money around here in our grown area.
Exactly. Like I'm living different, so I can't give y'all the same energy. Like and artists are supposed to grow,
and they still hear it, bro. It still was her.
So what about D Cross? Did he not grow?
I think. So
did D Cross not grow?
So happy you made this
because
listen.
He ain't battle rapping outside at Sally Mae no more.
I'm a Cross fan. I'm with you. Cross is my boy. Cross is my boy. Cross is my real boy. That's my dude, man.
For sure.
With Cross, my first problem with Cross at one point, and I tell Cross will tell anybody, if I didn't like an album from Cross, I'd be like, bro, this ain't it. Was he was too gangsta at one point, right?
Okay, definitely.
And I was like,
"Folk ganga don't bang."
Yeah, he was like too gangsta at one point. And I was like I said, I wasn't telling him like I'm not saying you ain't never lived this life. I'm not saying like I'm not around nobody 24 hours to know how you live your life. Yeah. I'm not saying that.
Say that.
But what I knew about Cross at that time was you get your money a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted him to speak on that. So then now people was like, "They ain't too pimping." You know what I'm saying? And I like it. I'm for that part of the music.
I'm not saying he didn't grow, because obviously he grew, bro. You go from, I don't know, let's just say a 4X red tee and a 5X chain. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So now you got your red bottoms on, you feel me? You in your BMW with the lights, you feel me? And your $30,000 on your neck, you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you grew, right? But that's in your personal, as an artist, you feel me? I want to hear about that growth. I want to be able to hear it in the music is all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. And you're right. But I'm saying he makes more money in different ways than just that one way that he's rapping about. And all I'm asking is for cats to tell about it. The reason I say that is because Nipsey Hussle told me about it, but still kept it gangster. You know.
Because he is very intelligent. Like his millionaire mindset, whole thing. Like
the whole thing.
If you listen to him speak, he is a very intelligent man.
Anytime he on live, he give you gems.
So just tell us that in your music. And I'm not saying he didn't grow from being too gangster to now being a cool, smooth pimp on the music, right? But it's still different, and I know that because I know him too. Like I know certain things he owns and certain things he do. It's like rap about that. Let us know
what
you can do that.
Let me find out.
I can't say it.
No,
I don't know.
I'm just playing.
But like it's like some cool stuff. Like it's Cross the Boss for real. And when I listen to Cross the Boss the album, I don't hear that. Like I'm an owner. It's ownership around here, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Like you knew that was an owner.
Facts. Man, but it's like.
I'm just saying.
I agree. Yes, I agree. But going to like Cross older albums, I can't think of the name of the one album with Shine the Six in on there, and then going to Cross the Boss. The growth from each album is a little bit different. Now he's not giving you the full the owner side of it. He's not giving you the full owner side of it, but I think he's giving you. He's still in the environment.
Yeah, he's still doing his sound.
He's still around that. I'm still cool with these dudes. I'm still around that.
It's not to compare, but they Vegas artists and they've been doing it for a while. Landlord, he's another one on my list, right?
Okay.
Landlord grew lyrically, period. Like the stuff that I'm hearing in these new projects is not what I heard.
It's different.
I'm sorry, it's just not. It's just, I'm like, and I talked to him, I said, bro, the stuff you said, I can't think of the name of the album either, but it was like 2 albums ago. And I said, the stuff you saying in this, no, it wasn't fake love, it was something in between the two.
He got 3 fake loves.
I know, but it was something in between those two. I don't want to look it up now.
I
But
think
it
it's
was
Untamed something.
bro. He was Untamed on that album,
I know something.
and I was like, whoa. And I said, bro.
Oh, you saying you're not feeling like the newer stuff?
No, I am. I'm just saying in that one.
So you saying
Let me chime in real quick though.
I was like, I said, did you want to say all of that, bro? So I was like, you know, sometimes we keep it too real. You feel me?
Hey, but Landlord is around different people. See, he around like people like, you know, he work with Grind Hard. He around people who already established. Cross is the biggest thing that he's around. You feel me? He doesn't have, but he doesn't have nobody to grow off of. Like, you know, I'm not saying he ain't
but the game isn't really an artist that is going to really groom you.
We need another chick.
Like, I see that. I see that.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's, I mean, he's around the game, but you could be around anybody that's a big artist, but if they're not going to give you the game, tell you, okay, this is what you need to speak about now, it's kind of pointless. Like, you there because it look good, but what am I taking from you?
What would he have to sit there?
No advice that he's getting.
No, that's true.
Cross.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? How can somebody be under me tell me something though? Like, that's like I'm trying to give you some games and then I'm like, hey, let me get $10 to go to McDonald's. It just doesn't feel the same. I don't care how you look at it. It don't feel the same. When you around like Starlito, not even Starlito. He might be around him, but he's around somebody bigger than him.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I ain't even talking about the Grind Hard. I'm talking about the people he's around.
Right.
Cross is the biggest artist. I don't care how nobody feel about him. Around him. Like,
you can't.
Who I'm feeding off? You gotta feed off somebody else's energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's true.
That's good. That's good. And that's why we want you in this. Can we get you over here? Do we got to roll around with him over here?
They couldn't live without me, man. Come through and say, hey.
So with that, so when you got, now with Landlord, like Tizzle said, Landlord came a part of Grind Hard, right? And what first off, let me go ahead and say, Cross and Landlord is probably one of the biggest amount of touring outside of this COVID that we've seen in Vegas.
Facts.
Outside of Dizzy, Euros, you know, like that. Cross and
Euros, he not talking about
Euros, man. You right.
He put that shit in his music and he will really elevate your fucking heart.
And he dope as fuck.
Euros on
and he can really get in his bag.
Euros.
Like if you want him to like not talk some deep shit, he can really go off.
Euros is on there, man.
Definitely.
Euros is there, man. Euros got it. Yeah. So like I said, I think the growth. I think with Cross, the growth would come later. I don't know it's too soon or too late. I think it would come later. I think he's giving you parts of that. Like Lou said, when he do go live, he shows you like, listen, I just bought this house.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? I am seeing industry checks. Well, I am seeing checks now on my YouTube. You know, he just hit 1 million views.
Everything. And that's a milestone, man.
Yeah.
With Davies.
Shout out to Davies.
But,
yeah. Hey, I feel that. And if I'm not following your IG, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not following the story or the post, which, you know, we talked about the personal support and the digital support. I want it to be in the music. And that's just, it's going to be my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And it's good that we agree to disagree and all of that. And I love that. That's what the panel is about. Because we're not all going to agree, you feel me? Right. But I do feel that way about the music. And because I know him in a personal manner. Not like we kick it every day, no. But we've had our discussions and it's like, oh, if he just put that in the music. You know what I mean? And so I see the same thing with Landlord. And I get why you would kind of be like, but it's that one album. I asked him in person, bro, is you sure? You know what I'm saying? Because it was so personal. And that's what I be wanting from our artists and this artist period, personal. And I want their visuals to be more cinematic as well.
Landlord's last 3 albums was personal.
Very, and honestly, I love that.
Yeah, that fake love.
Because you just got to see him open his heart
out and
spill that shit out.
That fake love is crazy.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time that's the coldest.
All 3.
That's the coldest trilogy or whatever he makes.
Series. I don't know what's wrong with me now.
Yeah, that's probably one of the dopest series we got in the city.
With
what he's doing, so I can't at all knock Landlord. Same like with Cross, as far as growth that he's getting in the industry to finally get out there to really be a part of something, is major. You know, he bring a lot. My only thing with Cross, since we do the videos, and he do got a million views, but it's like it wasn't on your channel. I don't know.
Artists gotta learn that now. That's the point you just.
I don't know what deal you got with these other channels. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like I told you on the phone, I don't get into counting people's pockets. But it's not on your channel. So when I search D Cross, you're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But when I search Dave East, it's Dave East. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff is on Dave East. When I search Lynn, you know what I'm saying?
As an artist, you know why, right?
I don't.
It's because of the views. And so we'll sacrifice our channel to get those million views. Because this actual page is going to get me where I need to be with their subscribers. You get what I'm saying? And so
how if there's no draw to you?
No, it's not about necessarily drawing to me to my YouTube page. It's about hopefully you're going to stream this song now. You know what I mean? Through your Spotify or Tidal or whatever. They are.
And you get nothing. I'm
not agreeing.
Can I speak on that as well? The issue with that is ownership. How much of your distribution and your actual rights that you own? Because if you're in charge of your masters or you own your distribution, all your shit gonna come out on one stream instantly. If you're an up and coming independent artist and you gotta go through DistroKid, even United Masters, I don't know what the YouTube one is called, but there's many distribution companies for independent people. But your rights and your avenues are not gonna be as proficient as if you own or you got a big label behind you that they pumping thousands and thousands into that, you know?
I think like
cause Cross has that, but I mean
I think Cross do own a lot of his masters and stuff like that. So if it do turn into streams, I don't know. I haven't looked at his stream. Only stream numbers I really can see is Spotify. Like you can see the exact stream numbers. So I don't know what the million views did for that Dave East song stream wise. Right?
Well, okay.
Because I didn't look at it. But like I said, when I search these other artists, when I search that one name, it's right there.
They got their own.
Right. I'm not going to all these different channels.
That's how you distribute.
Because so you're an artist, so you're thinking about it from an artist perspective, but like we're not artists, so sometimes like people are lazy as fuck. So sometimes if it's not right in front of them, they're not gonna go all these different places. So sometimes, like especially for up and coming, I just feel like you need to have it in one spot. Like if it's like click this link here and then go here and then go here, you just like people be over it. You have to be established to kind of do that.
Because I'm subscribed to you. Like one of the first people we brought on to Kode Se7en was Trey Bizzle. And this was before Trey Bizzle hit his $1,000 mark subscribers. And we're talking. And I told Trey Bizzle, I say, man, what I really like about you is everything is on your channel. So every time you drop, now Trey Bizzle drops all the time.
Hella shit.
And every time he drop, I'm getting a notification of Trey Bizzle. For me to know of when Cross is dropping, if I'm not subscribed to the other channels that he's choosing to put his platform on, I don't know unless I really follow you and I got the link from you.
So this is what I'm not saying that anybody else has this plan, because obviously if that's what's happening when you put in D Cross or any other artist in this different platform,
you can see all the stuff, but it's just going everywhere.
When you put in his name, you still see it, but it's not like
it's on the above
directly
all.
on his, right? Above the rim or something, right? So boom, right? Above all. So boom, right? T Grizzly though.
The last one is the one on it's on above all.
Yeah, it is. T Grizzly. This what happened with First Day Out. Okay. He paid the Detroit YouTube page, whoever had the most subscribers in Detroit doing anything like a Kode Se7en, right? He paid them for his First Day Out video to go on that page. He woke up, it was doing numbers. You feel me? And so he then uploaded it to his channel. Still to this day, the other channel has 25 million more views and it's gonna stay ahead.
Which is fine.
However, it was over there. You know what I mean? He picked it up and put it on his page, but it blew him up in front of the
That was an investment.
He got a deal off that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so if that million views, even though it's not on your page, if it can now get you somewhere and then reroute it back then that's a different story. Is the Dave B song or any other stuff, is it still on his page? When you go to his page, are those videos still on his page? Well, that's the void.
Some are,
still gotta be
some
on the page.
are, some. He has some stuff on there. Like I said, that's my only thing with Cross. That's my only thing with Cross is
being where I can find
you. You know what I'm saying?
Because you gotta think it's like it's the viewers.
It is.
Like they're not, their mindset isn't, they're not seeing it how you see it. So what T Grizzly was smart. He invested in himself and then he pulled it back to his channel. Some of them don't know to pull it back. Okay, I got the light on me now. Let's take my channel off. That's what you're supposed to do. That makes sense. But to continuously put it all over the place, like the harsh truth is, if you're not like a mainstream artist, nobody's gonna put that extra effort unless you're one of us who this is what we do. So we enjoy it. But if it's like a kid or whoever just like trying to find some music, they're not about to be searching on.
I think Cross is big overseas. You know, he did the tours overseas, so a lot of people know who he is. A lot of people is getting involved. Cross, he do have a cool amount of subscribers on YouTube. Cool.
The boy Moneybag did something similar though. He it was like a model or something. He ended up buying her Instagram. You feel me? He bought her Twitter. You feel me? And just changed it into his own, cause she already had so many followers. Yeah, you feel me?
It's ways to do it.
So like it's just about marketing, man. You gotta just try new shit.
It is, and like I said, I don't know Cross' plan. That's just my issue with it. I don't know what his plan is. Local directors are doing their thing out here. Yes, right. They are doing their thing.
Yeah, they want some money.
731 myself.
Man, 731.
Real
House. Thank you. You got T's Visuals.
T's.
Mysteries.
Shout out to Mysteries.
Yeah.
Millie X.
So it's Millie X. It's so many the directors doing their thing. Like I just like be into
Black Moan.
Cadillac Moan.
Every video on Northtown, bro.
Every video I did was with Moan.
Cadillac Moan.
Shout out to Moan, man. Cadillac Moan Films. Moan's a big supporter of us. Early on, he's still a big support. So shout out to Moan. The videographers are doing their thing.
Yes.
And the videographers. And they are paying their bills with what they're doing.
Especially everybody, all the artists who be pointing guns at the cinematographer.
Dude, that was my question. Like, do y'all ever get scared, bro? Like, I posted that when I was like, I'm gonna take it out because people I be playing too much. I'm like, y'all ever be scared? Like, you pointed in my face, and then them niggas drunk, it's any people, so you know they own something. Not all the time. It's like, nigga, accident can happen. Y'all just don't have no safety, bro.
And most of them ain't really held a gun
like, they
before.
literally risking their life, right?
Hey, we keeping it real? Most of them ain't really held no gun before.
All you gotta do is drop that shit. And they be in there, and it's like, that for me, that's our girlfriend. You get yourself in trouble.
What's crazy is when we reviewed Trey.
Y'all be risking y'all life. I'm like, I'm not shooting shit, but you not finna put that in my camera. I'll stick this bitch on the tripod, and then I'll stand over there. If you want to point, then I'll be over here, and I hit record.
This could be roll where we're gonna use the guns, tripod, alright?
So first skinny review I did, it was Larry Dub, his dedication to Lucky 2 Times. And you just did Larry Dub Perfect Vision. And I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see this video.
It's out.
I know, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
I be waiting. I really don't watch nothing until we on the show. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, and I think, just with mentioning, I think Larry Dub need to get more mentions. From what I'm hearing about his Perfect Vision video and song, I'm hearing it's great. And I just heard him on a podcast and he said it don't even have 1,000 views at one point.
You gonna get him there, right?
Man, listen. And Larry Dub is such an artist, right? When I think of that crew of Lucky 2 Times, like just that Larry Dub, Lucky 2 Times, Ty Herbo.
See, and that's my thing. So when before we get to the top 5, I know we're not there yet, but I'm gonna pick my top 5 for the young artists because we already know the GOATs in the city. We've been talking about it for years. We already know the Crocs, the Facts, you know, all the legends, Landlord. So when I pick my top 5, I just want y'all to know I'm going straight for the young dudes because they don't get enough shine. We gotta open the lane for them because it's artists like Larry Dub, it's artists like Ty Herbo, and they deserve to get that same love that we've been giving the same artists for so many years.
Over and over.
It's never gonna change. It's always like, okay, so who your top of Vegas? We all say the same names. But these young dudes is putting in work. You watching their videos, they making great albums. They're making great albums. They not playing with it no more. They not, you can't just say, oh, you on SoundCloud dropping songs. They're putting together work. And they doing it, and they talking that shit, and their minds are so young, and they're so intelligent. They moving different.
An album that blew me this year is different. What is that? The album's called Boys in the Hood. What's the name of it?
Boys in the Hood album, that's it.
Yeah, what's the name of their group?
Different Empire.
Different Empire. Listen, that album.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
I mean, he took every young artist in the city and he said, just go off, my nigga. And then, man,
Produced
it was
by
beautiful. Yes.
King
oh
Gas.
my God.
Yep.
Hey,
shout out to Gas.
Man,
they need to give Gas more credit.
Hey, that nigga 2C's album was hard too.
So hard. So hard.
Yes.
Gas is one of the best engineers we have.
Yeah, he is.
And I definitely agree with that. He knows the sound. Let me tell y'all something. What he just did with Joe Vine, I'm gonna tell you what, like, this man, like, he didn't put too much auto-tune on that boy voice because it's beautiful by itself, and he knew that, and he heard that on his neck. But the reason what it's called, Missed Calls.
Yeah.
I was so proud. I was like, that's his sound.
Yeah.
Like, and he knew that. Like, even when he did with the Boys in the Hood, he brought all these young dudes together, and nobody outshined each other. He knew who to put on this track. Like, he matched them up so perfectly, and they all did deliver. Like, shout out to him, man.
He did it.
The shit was so good. I fuck around getting emotional talking about it.
That'd be a big part though, man. Knowing how to pick your producer. Like a lot of people, that'll make or break you. Know your sound.
Knowing the sound. Listen. Weibo is now recording with Gas, right? And I told Weibo this when we talked. I wasn't a big Weibo fan, right? I never denied his hustle, his grind, but his music all of it just never stood out to me. But since he been with Gas, I'm like, Weibo, I don't know what you, and Weibo just like, he Gas give him ideas and he just run with it. He like, man, look, if it works, if it don't, he tries it.
But that's what I'm saying. Gas is an engineer, but he's a producer. And engineers as producers, like the end of the day, they know what an artist needs in their music. You feel me? They know when a drop needs to happen or when a skirt or whatever. They know.
So let me ask you, like, when picking like producers or engineers as an artist, engineers, what do you look for? Like, are you picky with who you work with? Like, how do you determine, okay, this is the dude I'm gonna work with?
Relationship. And because they know what I want to bring to the table. You feel me?
So how does that conversation go? Are you like, this is like, how does that go?
Yeah, it's like so song for song. It's more like this is what it's going off of, and I may like come off soft, and they be like, no, nigga, that is not you. Like, you feel me? Give it more, and I give it more. Or like when I used to record with Gas, he would make me like take out certain stuff, punch it in, and then give it a different sound. You feel me? Where other people that keep it and then just put the sound on top of it or whatever. You feel me? He'll make me re-record it or stuff like that. You feel me? So, but it's the relationship, and once they know your sound, because audio engineering, bro,
it's hard. I did it.
Like your voice is not the same as I'm talking to you now, and if they like don't know how to play with your voice or make it sound good, it's gonna be just airy. It's gonna be regular. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's relationships. And they gotta know what I want in that music off of that.
And that's why I think them dudes gotta be mentioned, man. The Gas, the remix, Hitman, Spitter's an engineer. Have to be mentioned because you bring
Spitter everything, man.
Oh, Spitter
is everything.
Cut with it.
Dude is like what they say, a switchblade. For real.
Spitter is a master.
I want to give a shout out to my engineer now, Jaywan. He's a singer as well, Jaywan Harris. Really dope sound. You know, the studio vibe that we have is great. The way he got it set up and stuff, man, with the lighting and all of that. And then he gives you that like.
Yeah.
And then if you don't like it, then take it off. But he gonna just give it to you. You feel me? And you can, take it off or not, but he gives it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to J1 as well.
Can we I really wish I knew how to pronounce her name. He did the 2C's new album. It's Amy McCord.
I don't know his name.
But he also is another one.
He's an engineer? I'm asking another one.
I believe, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
and 2C's even had skits on his shit. I thought that was unique.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's from back in the day. We
That's
growing up.
when I heard it, that's exactly what I was like, man, that took you back to like the
everything.
when you just
He brought you in the studio.
yeah. Oh, shout out to that was love.
Yeah, he brought you into
Two
the studio.
seasons on here. Great dude though. Like just a great dude overall.
You did say you
Yeah. I just watched the interview that Moan did with him actually. You know what I mean? And he gave us a piece of him in that interview. You feel me?
You feel me? Man.
I'm like, listen, y'all don't hide it because you niggas is smart. Like,
They be dumbing down to the crowd. I was about to say that earlier about Cross too.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go to your fan base as well, man. Like, cause some people don't want, like, you might want to hear that, but 99% of the people that probably listen to him don't want to hear that.
Again, I'm 35 plus.
Struggle with that.
Yeah,
you're right. But at the end of the day, okay, that's what I wanted to say. The artist. I want to talk about the artist, not necessarily the musician, right? Because the artist is a whole nother situation.
You got to try it.
And so, like, the artist 2 C's to me is dope.
Yeah,
his package and everything he got, dope to me. Rio Rivas, you feel me? Overall package, dope to me. You feel me?
Taylor Weeze,
dope to me.
Ooh,
that's that motherfucker right there, bro. Hey, I've been on him since we just went over his song, man.
He can't do no wrong. Like,
God, he like something different. Like, I don't even know what his label on that.
Exactly. Man, he got that 2 for 1. That's that.
Everything.
He don't even like he do that shit for fun.
Easy, you can tell.
I looked over Taylor Weeze for
That's
so
a
long, man. I looked over Taylor Weeze because you know why? Because every time I heard Taylor Weeze, he was a feature.
Okay.
So I just never even cared.
I went through this whole.
It kind of was like listening to Nate Dogg, like you're a great feature. I don't really care what you're doing on your music.
That about Nate Dogg.
And then 2 C's was like, man, this is a different animal. And I was like, I gotta check him out.
Murdered that shit. I'll never forget. He murdered this shit in 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Listen, I think our video was like 11.
You know,
I think our video was
a lot
like
of some
11
songs is getting short now. You know what I mean? And he murdered it, a full song, make you want to listen to it over and over for 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and made you feel everything. And that's hard, man. Like, it's hard for people to tell a story that fast.
It was
get right to it.
I went to his YouTube and I took it all the way back to like I think 09 or something.
Yeah.
So when he first started. And
Yeah.
watched his growth, bro. That was stupid. I like doing that, matter of fact. That's why I'm picking artists.
I do the same thing.
It's very
But see, but that's what I'm saying.
Much from that.
That's why
and that's shit.
You gave it different respect.
What you saying that is that's why I think it's so important to keep everything on your channel.
Yeah.
Because you can't do that. So getting into with what we got as far as the artists, I'm gonna shoot to the top 5. Right? Put y'all honorable mentions in there. However y'all want to do it.
All right.
Even if y'all got a couple homeboys that y'all, that's hard. That ain't got nothing out.
I already told y'all, I'm giving my top 5.
However y'all did y'all top 5 is on y'all. I'm really speaking on this year.
Okay.
But so I'll start with you, Ben. Who you got? Who your 5?
Well, it was hard for me to narrow it down. And I want to go with some honorable mentions that I had. First of all, I want to give an honorable mention shout out to West West. I see you out there, West West.
Your name be killing me, man.
Because
he spell it West and then backwards West.
I love your name. I love
Boy, you know
I love how you put that out there like that. Shout out to West West.
It's West backwards.
Shout out to West West.
I'm glad y'all said it. I've been calling West Tusis.
West Soul.
So shout out to you, West West. Shout out to Cheddar Red, who he threw me an assist on this whole panel. I've been keeping the Las Vegas Legends anonymous because I just wanted to tell the stories of so many legends that I grew up in this city.
Yeah.
I didn't want, because of my own company and my own music, I didn't want it to be a conflict of interest. I wanted to unbiasedly push everyone. 100. So shout out to Cheddar Red for throwing the assist. When people see this might be the first time y'all see the Las Vegas legend face. Yeah. So shout out to Cheddar Red. He's also on my honorable mention list. Sean Rose is on my honorable mention list. Grease Blanco, you didn't drop nothing this year, but you will remain on the list. I love your lyricism. I love your aggression. I'll get right back into my top 5. Number 5, I'm going to say James West. Even though James West was locked up, Even though James West,
that's my boy, man.
His catalog might not be as extensive as
He
a
did
lot
drop
of
a project
artists.
though. He still
did drop a project. James West, one of the dopest lyrics in Las Vegas. Realism. I break down people's music by lyricism, delivery, believability, and just overall chemistry on the beat. I think James West hits all those categories. I love it when James West kind of rap off beat sometimes too. Sometimes he don't rap on beat, and that's because he talking. Number 5 to you this year, James West. Number 4, he's gonna be unknown to a lot of you guys. I say Tanner for real. Over 8 videos, over 9 singles, holding it down for the Latin community in Las Vegas. Holding it down. Just speaking on him, hold it down for Northtown. Shout out to the whole Latino community that rap. I could name a couple names, but y'all know who y'all are. Tanner for real is holding the flag for y'all right now. He gotta be number 4. He just silently do his thing. Santana Ramirez on Facebook.
Okay.
I had to put D Cross in. D Cross to me, like a lot of artists I put on my page and I followed them from the beginning of their rap career. Even though Vegas has had rappers older than 30, this scene is about 30 years old. We'll say the scene is about 40 years old, just for safe measure. So a lot of the legends are 30s, 40s.
I got like Stacy G, my first one.
Yeah, Stacy G. That's the that's the old. I would say that's the older generation. Stacy G, Desert Mob, those guys. They legendary guys.
About 20 years.
But we're gonna say D Cross. I've seen in the last 20 years, 25 years, D Cross. I've seen you elevate from a battle rapper, from a small, humble beginning member to who you are now. You deserve all the props.
For sure.
You number 3 for sure.
A lot of battle rappers can't make songs. They don't know how to transition.
Yeah.
Facts.
And that's the thing. I still hear the battle rap in your music. I still hear the lyricism in your music. Subject matter is a big thing in music, but I can overlook subject matter when I've been studying you for very long. I'm still looking at how you structure your study, your subject matter. So D Cross, shout out to you. I gotta give a big shout out. Number 2. It was a cross between either number 1 or number 2. I got Janky Mac as number 2. I love that album.
Janky Mac,
you already know,
man. Young preacher on the mic. I love your music. He actually, I'm a Herb was one of my also selections for top album of the year. Love the deepness, love the realness. I love what you embody on the music. Dope individual on the mic. I like the visuals and the concepts, GTA, different songs you make with concepts and metaphors. I love how you put it together. Very clever, very intelligent, very gangster. I like that package that you present. Your album, hard. The album you made before that, Strictly for the Homies, hard. So the catalog, hard. Number 1, Hitman Beats. No artist has did what Hitman Beats has did this year. Countless features, countless beats. Every artist that will be named in this panel has had at least one song or feature with Hitman Beats, either this year or in their career. Hitman Beats, to me, will be the number 1 for the next couple years because he's only elevating. I like what you're doing. I had actually recorded one of your lives. And I said a thing, and I said, you know what, man, you where you at because you didn't give up on yourself. And you said, you know what, I gave up on myself twice. You said the first time, you lost all your beats and your hard drive. And the second time, you shot yourself and you almost died. So for you to be where you at now and to continue to do what you're doing, to lose all your damn beats and damn near lose your life, to be so instrumental in the artist and to the city, you are the number 1 in my book, man. MVP from the Las Vegas legend, 702. That's my top 5, man.
Boy, you put that shit
Shout out to
together good, boy. Got everybody nervous now, nigga.
Yes, sir.
With your breakdown.
Boy, the breakdown was nasty.
Breakdown.
That's why I'm sweating. I'm like, I ain't got no.
Yeah, oh, you killed me. We should have you
breakdown.
Yes, sir. I'm an analyst, man. I'm a student of this.
Listen, I
I
appreciate it.
analyze.
3 times a year.
God damn.
I'm always watching.
Should. Every quarter we probably need to tap in. Bro, you got your 5?
Well, my 5, you know what I mean. I'm unprepared for sure.
I ain't bro supposed to be here.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all will get his top 5 on the podcast.
But as far as my top 5 artists, I like I like Cody, cause he's his own individual. I like Cody Boulevard.
Yes.
Dude is super creative. He doesn't need nobody. He don't need a bunch of homeboys in the video throwing up signs. He's super entertaining and he has a sound like nobody else we have in the city, for sure.
Wow.
Like, dude is super nasty, right? That's my guy right there. I always shout him out and I rocks with Cody. He dropped some shit and then he dropped a song for me basically. Remember? He dropped a song for me, you feel me? But I fuck with Cody. And I gotta mention this. He posts his wife and he shows that he's in a committed relationship. And that's some real stand up shit. We need to see more of that. You know what I mean? So I respect him on another level. That's on some personal shit. You know what I mean? Trey Bizzle, man, y'all know he like Kode Se7en, one of our favorite, man. Dude is ridiculous. People don't even know Trey Bizzle only been rapping for probably 2 years, man. You feel what I'm saying? And he goes dumb. He gonna kill everybody track, and he got an energy and a light inside him, man. Something about, no homo, man. When you see that dude smile, when he got that mic, right when he grabbed that mic, he put a smile on his face that let you know I'm about to tear this shit up. You feel? Like I said, I like him. You know what I mean? I gotta go with Cross. Because the consistency over the time. You know what I mean? Like, I remember dude freestyling all that, all on the strip and doing all kind of stuff. So I gotta respect the game as far as that, No doubt. And I say as far as my fourth artist, I'm gonna say Spitta. I'm gonna say Spitta because Spitta put his soul out. If you listen to Spitta, you gonna feel like dude. Like, you gonna feel like he a cousin or something. You gonna be like, damn. You gonna feel every emotion that whatever he wants you to feel, you gonna feel.
He put his life in the music.
You know what I mean? Blood, sweat, and tears. And not only that, I want to talk about the way he pushes team. Spitta is way more than an artist. He can make it on me. He can make it on different levels. You know what I mean? He can produce. He obviously know how to find talent because he got Trey Blue up under him. I don't want to put Trey Blue on here either because I feel like they're in the same camp. I ain't gonna do it like that. I feel like that kind of be cheating. Right. But I like Trey Blue as well though. But Spitta, I gotta give it to him because
we just listened to was a part of Definition.
Definition was hard too. And then as far as Trey Bizzle as well, Trey Bizzle whole camp is nice. Like, we heard some stuff from them. Man, them dudes live, man. Sneeze Buddy, we just heard Sleaze Buddy. Man, you ain't never a whole different sound. And they got like 5 people on the same label and nobody sounds alike. Yeah. Nobody's riding nobody else's wave, so I have to respect that, you know what I mean? And for 5th, I'm gonna put 2 in there. Y'all probably ain't heard too much from them. I'm gonna put Skinny and Mills. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
I gotta do that. I will put $5,000 that Skinny will out-rap 90% of these dudes any fucking day.
Shout out to Mills.
All bullshit aside, you know what I mean? As far as bar for bar, you feel me?
Shout out to
And Mills, he remind me of Nas. He's too smart for his own good. You ever met a motherfucker that's so smart, you wouldn't even understand him. You know what I mean? If your mind ain't on a certain level, you not. Some people are too immature to even understand what Mills got to put out on some real shit. You know what I mean? And that's my top 5 rounded up.
Man, one thing about I appreciate that. Mills also is doing a series.
A movie,
called 702.
The 702.
Listen, it's amazing. I've read the script, of course. That's my nephew, so I've read the scripts. It's amazing. It's funny. So be on the lookout for that.
Hilarious, man.
Be on the lookout for that.
Brother's a genius. Y'all mark the words. That boy is a genius.
Also, to touch on some parts of your list when you spoke on as far as Trey Bizzle and his camp.
Yeah.
One thing I respect about their camp is they know Trey Bizzle is the like he's the man right now, and they not leaning on him.
Facts.
I haven't watched not one video where it was featured Trey Bill.
Yes, I have to respect it. He let them do their own thing.
They're not saying like, okay, well, we need you on this track. A lot of camps do that.
Yeah.
A lot of camps go to whoever buzzing the most, whoever popular. I'll say that whoever popular, and they try to bring them in.
Y'all seen Cash Money put Drake on every fucking court.
Man, come on.
We've seen it. He got the hot head passing the ball.
That happens, man. Lou, what we got? What's your 5?
All right, so like I said earlier, I'm doing my top 5 for the younger generation.
Oh, 1 second, my fault. And I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, this one.
Ty Herbo.
Don't be trying to take my line, bro. No. Don't worry, Herbo. I got you right now.
My bad.
No, yeah, your bad. I got all the young dudes right now.
I need 10.
I got the young dudes right now. Y'all got the OGs. You ain't got to say them the coach forever to everybody. So I got Ty Herbo. Let me tell you why. Happily Go was an amazing album.
Man, it was.
And that man could really chop any beat. He said it on the album. If you don't believe it, go listen to the second to last song. This nigga chopped 3 beats. He didn't hesitate. He didn't stutter. And he can do that shit with his eyes closed. Ty Herbo going. He just dropped After Hours. That was a whole different sound. So he could give you the hardcore shit, but he could really give something for the ladies. And a lot of artists can't do that. A lot of street artists cannot do that. Ty Herbo, you get it, and he underrated. And more of the OGs, y'all need to reach down and work with these young artists. Don't be intimidated. This is in no particular order.
Okay.
So I got Ty Herbo. Give me Larry Dub, because let me tell you something. He's intelligent with his music. These young artists move as if they were already mainstream. They don't half-ass they work. So give me Larry Dub, and he's smart. Man, he put that shit, you speak it into existence. He's
fresh in college right now.
And he in college and still doing his music, and he pushes that. He don't hide it. So love. Okay, so then I got Lucky 2 Time. Y'all know I gotta put my boy Lucky 2 Time in there. I don't care what nobody say. Rest in peace, Lucky 2 Time. He did something for the city that we've never seen. You walk around everywhere, you'll see a Lucky 2 Time shirt. If you listen to Before I Blow, you get what I'm saying. This is an amazing project. You don't skip not one song. I'm looking forward to this new album because that kid was really gifted. And before he passed, he showed me that, you know what, I had a presence, and that was everything for me. So I'm gonna get out to Lucky 2 Time. It's this new artist I just found. His name is Jahil Combs or something. I went through every song he made, and it was not one bad one.
Damn.
It was not one bad one. And I said, I don't even know where the fuck you came from. my brother played me his video, Long Road Home. I'm like, what the fuck? So underrated. And then I'm going to have to give it to East Got Selling, his entire team. Sounds of the East. The whole East Side, really, because we was talking about it earlier. They do not get enough credit on the East, the West, the East, the North. Nigga, y'all all need to come together.
Vegas, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because the East Side, y'all not talking about it enough. Because it's some dope fucking artists from Stephen J to, you know what I'm saying? Is James West considered East Side or? Because he's like he supports that side. Okay.
For sure.
Like the way you move, the way he builds his whole team. Like he has a whole team of an entire artist.
Side too, though. From the way he moved, I thought, the video.
But he do that.
Yeah, he go back and forth, but like the entire, like the way East Got Selling builds his entire brand, and he's been making some powerful projects, like, and you could tell he put everything into it, and the way they move is just like, it's beautiful to watch. It's so professional, and he feed his entire team. He give them all knowledge. Like you're literally like a CEO of your own label.
Facts.
And you not letting nobody take that from you. And their visuals, they taking time. They not just calling them up like, hey, let's just shoot a video. It's like, okay, this is a big deal. Like, let's do it. Damn, I'm already at 5 already. I see.
Real. That's why we got.
It's hard. The goddess.
Yeah, go ahead, drop.
The goddess gonna out-rap a lot of these dudes in the city. I will put her against anybody. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Tony O'Mara is hella.
And is it Blue Mirror or Myra? It's Mirror, right?
I think she just changed to Miracle.
Yeah, it's Miracle King.
Baby girl, hard. What is she? 17 now?
Yeah.
18 maybe.
No,
she hard. She built different.
16,
okay, so. Yeah, that's hard, but you know, those are some of my top picks right there. Shout out to the younger generation.
Absolutely,
y'all coming up and y'all
that's the future.
And I see y'all.
I like the young sound.
I'm glad she did
We gotta shine that light on them.
I'm glad that she did that.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's major, man. All the young cats, and I'm newer to the younger cats. You know, big shout out to the Ty Herbos and stuff like that put me on to younger artists. And then that whole camp, man, Ty Herbo them. When I first started doing skinny reviews, the young, it was this nigga's name Cop. I can't think. It's Sean Stone, which is a singer, and another artist, man, that really reached out to me, and they just flooded me with young music, man.
The young cats will work with each other more.
Perrier. I mean, it's just so many.
And that's what this
what D-Baby, he a part of it. They all come.
He a part of it. And this Big wRAP too, he just came up to the show, he dropped some stuff. Bro is dope too. You feel me?
Big wRAP?
Yeah, Big wRAP. He rolled with the crew, right? So some of the young cats, you introduced me to C. Montana, actually.
That's what I was just thinking of, C. Montana, bro.
That dude hard.
Listen.
Right, young cat. Big Cheerio, he on his move, he doing his thing, right? That's Cheerio. CZFG, if y'all know CZFG, that's CEEZYFG. He like, I don't know, his style is like, it's different. It's not like necessarily Vegas, but it's like that. You feel me? And then the beats be dropping, but he be talking his smack though.
Yeah.
Like he be, he big, but it's like, I like his just his whole style, just his flow and how he rocking his videos be smooth. Of course, Ty Herbo. Like I always get an alert that he's going live and he just be rapping and just doing his thing.
And he's so humble, man.
He was going every day for a little while. Remember dropping something every day, freestyle.
On purpose, he's like, man, I just be doing it. I'm like, oh, so this ain't on schedule, it's just happening. He's like, yeah, cool. And then of course, like those are some of the young ones I wanted to name. I got a whole list of other people. I'm gonna just say them and then give you my list. But Tony O'Malley for sure.
Man, personality, energy,
and he's tough,
charisma.
Yes,
that dude, bro,
tough, really tough.
Man,
I just wish he gave us more content. Like you know what I mean, gave us more.
Yeah.
Cass P, he just got out or something, but I think he just dropped something.
Cass P just dropped a song.
Just dropped a song, got out, got right back to work. Right.
Was our third.
Yeah, he was like our third review.
Neighborhood 6 is doing his thing with these features.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So,
he had a good year. Neighborhood 6 had a good year.
Yeah, he did.
Had a good year.
And I want to give love to him for helping with that girl who got killed in the car.
The funeral, man, big dog. That's big dog shit right there.
Shout out to him, man. Help pay for that funeral, man.
And just love to that because that showed realism. You know, that was the real.
Hey, Cross helped pay for the homie LP funeral, man. So I gotta give a shout out to that. Rest in peace to LP. That's some stand up shit, man, for real.
They Deuce been doing this thing for some time. He just dropped a couple visuals.
Yeah.
So I want to give an honorable mention to him. Hitman dropped the album, and the album it took me on some ups and downs. It had kind of the same, flow throughout, but I was just proud that he did it. You know what I'm saying? And I was happy that he's with Mozzie Records, and Mozzie even featured on the album, and you know what I mean? It was just, and he produced the whole. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that was like you said, like that was your number one. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I want to give him an honorable mention.
I want to say Hitman did have other producers on that album, and that's why I think that album was.
I didn't know that.
Lyrically, I don't expect much out of Hitman. Cause he's a producer, but I like to hear I like to hear him spit over other people's beats too.
It was a different album.
It was.
It was one of his better.
It wasn't what I necessarily expected.
I'm a Tom the Tax Part 2.
I was like, okay, and I gave him my favorite songs off there ASAP. You feel me? I like the one he did with Trey Bizzle. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
And then who else? I don't think I said Grease Blacco if on camera. If not. Cross, Dizzy, Pooh Pistols, Real Reavers, and Baby Blue.
You got 20.
So no. Those are just my mentions because these are people that I got to shake hands with and got to meet and got to know, and you know what I mean? Like, okay, so I like you as an artist, bro. Like, I like that. You feel me? Like, okay, cool. You feel me? That's why I have to mention those guys because not only are they dope on music and in the videos, but in real life.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, sometimes you meet artists and they just be like, dang, he hella reserved, he don't open up, you're an asshole.
Hollywood,
you feel me?
for no reason.
Hollywood for no reason, whatever. So those guys I mentioned, y'all all dope. So here's my 5, and this is no particular order. Landlord, for sure.
Okay.
Like I said, I like what he did, and what he's doing, and then we all agreed that we like his trilogy, Fake Love 1, 2, and 3. And we haven't. I don't know anybody else who's done a trilogy yet. Even myself, I haven't done any 3-part albums. Anybody else?
No.
On top of our heads?
Not Vegas.
Not Vegas, right? I like it, right? And then I just came up on this artist, man. He's just smooth to me, like a smooth Crip. I guess. 2C's though.
2C.
Yeah.
I do love some 2C's.
His album crazy.
And he a good person. Listen, if I ain't say your name, listen, y'all, I love everybody, y'all know that, but yeah, that's another one of my favorites right there.
And you know, he's an in-betweener, I believe. I don't think he's like my age. You feel me? When we say the GOATs and stuff, like they're all in their 30s, like plus, right?
2C's rise is fairly new though.
Okay. Rise, right?
His rise is fairly new.
So, you know, when I went back on his, I'm like, wow, like he's really, really good. And it be tripping me out because it's like they from Vegas.
Yeah.
These people are from Las Vegas, a place that they don't like listening to our music. You feel me? They not checking for us when they get here. You feel me? They not like, why y'all music ain't on the radio? We need to petition for Vegas. You feel me?
They like none of that. Got some heat
so
out
it
here.
be like, dang, like they really, that's dope. Cause they, you know, and then they mention the places that we came up at it. You feel me? Just the whole nine. I love that stuff.
I love that though when I'm listening to somebody and they mention something like in the city that I know. It's like, damn, okay.
Yeah, it feel good. You like, hell yeah.
You know,
I'm from California. I don't know where the fuck that is. I like the bar, but fuck.
Getting our own. And they're the artists.
The city, shit. Talk about Hamburger Hut. Shout out to T Hop because I still go to Hamburger Hut. But that's what I'm talking about.
Pull pistols without that.
It allows us to do that though. To feel like this is us, reputable. They do it in Houston. You feel me? Drake made Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Like, why take somebody else outside the city to talk about our city? You feel me?
Weird as fuck.
So we're doing it, and I wanna, put that out there. Spit it, Pete, bro.
Spit it.
Good work. You're an in-between guy as well. You're not necessarily a OG, but you're not necessarily a YG either. But you are a leader. You feel me? And you're taking care of your camp. But outside of that, bro, your music is heartfelt. It's emotional. You know what I'm saying? And we also know not to like cross that line on the negative side with you. You feel me? And that's with all our rappers. You feel me? But like what I'm saying is, a lot of people don't give me the emotion that Spitter does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can harmonize and rap. You feel me? So when he do his harmony, you can feel that pain in it
every time. You
feel me? Especially this album was not for this year, but I can't think of the dang on name of the album. But the last album he did, bro. It had the song.
It's my favorite album. I can't think of the name of it.
About his baby mama, and I got to learn so much about it. Like this dude raising a daughter, because mom passed away from cancer.
Matt G going through something similar.
His baby mom is in
prison,
locked up. Yeah.
Then you hear him, and he like, I felt alone since I was 15, because mom's moved. You feel me? Like, she moved to Baltimore, and I hear this life without having to talk to you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So then when I get to meet you, I'm like, dang.
What's the name of that album?
I know, right? It's really that. So, Spit a Peak, and then Trey Bizzle. Like, and that's why I said it's no particular order, because those guys are like, I hear Trey Bizzle's pain as well. I hear him and his harmony and how he bring it, like you can feel it, you can feel the pain, you can feel the growth as well. You feel me? Because Trey Bizzle is one of those cats who like, he ain't gonna show you he got bread or nothing like that, but he gonna be fly. He gonna be on the story is gonna be a picture of how you feel me? But the music speaks for itself, and I like how he reps the West like he do.
And he perform every chance he get it,
bro.
If there's a microphone there, he's performing.
I had to go
That's how hungry you are.
On everything.
I had to go on before him. And, bro, I asked everybody, look, I don't know people from the bricks, right? Like that, right? So I'm in there. And I'm like, can I get everybody to come up? I'm about to rap, whatever. Matter of fact, before I even went up, I asked everybody, can Can I get you? Because they was like, hey, most of these fans are here Trey Bizzle fans.
You bring an entourage with you.
So I'm like, I gotta have somebody else fans if they can come to the stage.
Yeah.
You feel me? And they rock with me. But when he got up there, everybody came. Because everybody didn't come when I asked them. You feel me? I'm like, this guy got a fan base, right? So I'm like, let me check it out.
Not only do they come to the stage, they know
Every word.
That's what I'm about to say.
Even a new song.
I'm about to check it out. Bro, he didn't even have to rap.
Yeah, they gonna do the whole thing.
They knew the whole song. They knew everything. And he, like you said, that smile.
Man, it's showtime, for real.
So he gets that on my top 5, and so does Too Blessed. That's my 5th one. Too Blessed.
Man,
The boy working, okay? I went to his YouTube, and I say, this nigga dropped like 6 albums or something like that. Like, this year.
Damn.
It had to be like 4. I'm gonna say it had to be like 4, for real.
He hungry.
And I think he's with Empire Distribution as well.
Yeah, we a part of ATM.
Okay?
Yeah, he with They Dudes.
Okay?
He debuted with brother. If I'm
I
not
know,
mistaken.
they do his little brother.
Yeah.
But he been putting out projects, like albums. And one of my favorite songs, and he stuck in my head, I'm They Deuce. I'm They Deuce, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, they don't understand how like his big brother like really influenced him, and like he was like, I'm gonna do it too. You feel me? And it happened. And I've known They Deuce since he was 16 years old.
He sounds nothing like that.
Nothing. He's his own person. You feel me? But to make a song about your brother who was doing this thing and still doing it, and owed to him, give him his flowers while he's still living. You feel me? Like that was dope to me. So those are my top 5, y'all.
Hey, when you was talking about Trey Bizzle, right? This how you know when you got your section. People, everybody who has a birthday and that he around has him perform at their birthday function.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How many people we know that have friends as artists and all that, and they never think that. They want to get up there and do their own thing. They know if they get that boy on that stage, the crowd is going to come.
Yeah.
He going to liven up your party for you.
Yeah.
And somebody else I want to mention too, Killer. We got to mention the Gerson boys. They're working hard. And Killer is performing wherever there's a microphone. If they have a microphone on the side of Chevron, Killer is grabbing that motherfucker. I promise you, Killer and They Deuce and Killer, I think they got the most biggest personalities. They Deuce is funny as hell.
Yes,
he probably could have been a comedian.
Yes, he is.
And that helps a lot as an artist. Like,
Yeah.
He's it up.
to show that personality. Like, y'all, we know y'all tough, y'all shit. But niggas laugh sometimes.
Yeah, for real. And
Like,
niggas have sex. Stop making all these killings. Every song is about
it's
killing
like,
somebody.
listen, y'all better get a woman on your fan base. I'm telling
Man.
you, women, when you got our support, it's a little bit different.
For real.
So she don't even give a fuck if she don't know the words. She still go buy that motherfucking ticket and be front row just because it's you. I'm telling you.
I told y'all.
Cater to that.
Give it to the females first. The niggas gotta hear it.
For real.
You gonna come? What you need? You want to see why you love him so much?
Yeah,
So when they come, he like, all kind of.
Hey, before you get into your list, because I know you're dying to get in,
No, you good. Go ahead.
I want to mention Jazz Laser too. With
Oh,
Jazz
he
Laser,
Yeah. And
Javon
Misfit,
Macklin,
too.
but I wanted to give a shout out to you, Jazz Laser, man. Some of these names, and it's good. I like that we have a different panel because different names have been named. So you can't just say that we picking on somebody or we favoring one person because there's been a plethora of different names out there for y'all to all go check out. But shout out to you, Jazz Laser, man.
No, for real.
Shout out to you, artists, you and Euros. You know, y'all too. You, Euros, and JR, y'all are silent killers. Y'all are silent. Y'all take a lot of pressure from the industry. Y'all are inside the industry.
JR, you talking about the singer?
Yeah, JR Castro. Yeah, y'all take a lot of heat. And a lot of people have high-ass expectations from y'all because of the positions y'all in. And they don't understand what y'all go through in the processes. Or y'all are writing and making music for other artists that we enjoy. So I want to give you a shout out, Jazz Laser, for all the work you do, ghostwriting, and yeah, putting on for the city, man.
Shout out to Laser, man. I just came across him. My top 5.
Only part that matter. The only list that motherfucker matter. Put this one on Facebook, you feel me?
Listen, man. As far as gonna get into my albums too, but as far as my 5, like my honorable mentions for sure is Killer G. And like I said, I'm basing my 5 on what I feel they did this year, what I feel like they accomplished, and how much was they really trying to show you this is what the fuck I do. So Killer G is a mention just because he haven't stopped. Like Killer G has dropped videos and songs that he don't even know what project he gonna put them on.
Man, he just working.
You know, he just working, consistently working. Janky Mac G.
Man, he sent me this post. He be spitting, bro.
Listen,
every time.
He's a different animal. A lot of these artists that we met this year, we just met this year.
Thanks.
He's a different animal. Every feature I heard him on, he been killing every feature. His project was dope. He also worked with a dude named Dougie, I think it is, Doogie or whatever.
Doogie, yeah.
And they got crazy chemistry. So that's another one of my mentions. Babe Blue is one of my mentions.
Yeah, no doubt.
And like I said, it's based on what I feel like they did.
Yes.
I know where Babe Blue came from.
Yes.
Right.
I know that Babe Blue been attacked as far as in Vegas, just by the police.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put on that like that. He has not been able to perform at a show without the police trying to find a reason. Yeah, without the police trying to find a reason to lock him up. And anytime his name was on any show,
they canceled it. I just interviewed him.
And he always sold it out.
Yeah. He just said that.
Yeah.
He perform in town.
And they know his words too.
He
and
been on
he
parole
performed
half
too.
his life, so he ain't been able to breathe. But now.
They know his words
But
too.
now.
So for that, Babe Blue, everybody as far as different sides we from. But listen to Babe Blue, every single he dropped lately been fire to me.
Yeah.
I didn't see no project this year. If he got a project, I probably missed it. But I seen his grind this year. He been really on his artistry this year. He put on for they camp. For they camp, he put on for they camp. So I have to mention that.
As always.
As far as that, man. I can go forever with the honorable mentions, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into my 5, man. My 5, and I'm gonna do my order, and I'm gonna explain why. It's 2 C's. 2 C's is number 5 on my top 5.
Okay.
But 2 C's has one of the best albums to drop this year.
That is a fact.
Facts.
With him finding the management team this year, him
Bossing up, shit.
Yeah,
bossing
for
up,
real.
him learning the business instead of just being a rapper. He's trying to learn the business. His management team is some of the same managers that helped with Gucci.
Fujiano.
So listen. So for that, that puts him in my top 5.
Authentic Empire.
Yeah, I think 2 C's will be one of the few to blow.
Yes.
And I don't feel like he one of the ones gonna forget about us.
At all.
So I salute 2 C's on my top 5, man. Cross is my 4. He dropped 3 projects this year. Well, he got another one finna drop. He dropped 2 projects earlier this year.
And the lyrics on that Made Man,
The
him
lyrics
and
on
that
the
Big
Main
Fire
Man, the
dude.
project that he's dropping. I like both his projects that dropped, but Cross the Boss is a different album for me. I listen to Cross the Boss all the time. That album was super dope to me.
Fire.
And Cross know. If Cross watch this, when Cross watch this, he know I have trashed some Cross albums. So that Cross the Boss to me, I was like, okay, like this is it. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. So Cross is my 4. My top 3 I don't even think I should have them in order like at all, because I feel like these top 3s all number 1 to me.
Okay.
Spitter P. And now I had Blue. I had Trey Blue. So let me make sure I had Trey Blue. Trey Blue, Tony Mob, I think will be some of the best talent we have. But I also feel like they need to be collabing with other artists. I feel like they have that sound that could make or break a single.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I had Trey Blue, but when I look at Spitter P catalog and what put Spitter P here was he just dropped that album on YouTube, and he had already had 2 projects this year, and his project before that, and he was really on me like, you gotta listen to this, you gotta listen to this. And first I was like, hey, you cool.
In My Feelings was the name of that album.
In My Feelings. Oh my God, listen.
Finally came.
In My Feelings. In My Feelings was something else.
It was a classic to me, for him.
And then he went live in the studio, and I seen he was working with Trey Blue, and he like telling him, man, you gotta do this here, you gotta do this. And I'm like, dang, he's a mastermind. Like he really working. So Spitter for sure is there. Also, Ty Herbo.
Okay.
First, Ty Herbo is Ty Herbo should be number 1. I don't know if I already say Trey Bizzle.
No.
Okay. So Ty Herbo and Trey Bizzle was right there for me.
That's 1 and 2.
Right? And both for the same reason. Ty Herbo is my little fan. Ty Herbo first started rapping. When I first heard him, he did a song with my boy T Blacc. And they performed it after my uncle's funeral, which is his grandfather. His grandfather passed. And I was like, wait, what? This dude, and he was like 14 at the time or something like that. I'm like, this dude is crazy. But I recorded with Ty Herbo, but at the time I kept telling Ty Herbo, I'm like, bro, you so young. And you steady rapping this gangster stuff. Like you keep rapping gangster music and you so young. I'm not saying you don't know nothing about being a gangster, but at your age, you have a wide world. Because right now you're still in school. You still can get anybody to pay attention to you. You don't have to be a gangster. And every time he came in the studio with me, I pushed at him about that. Like, why are we talking about guns? Why are we rapping about this? So to see his transformation, like she said, after hours,
man,
after hours is something else. But the album right before that, what you said the name was?
Happily Goated.
Happily Goated.
He probably the most versatile, man.
Listen, yeah. Happily Goated, and I think it dropped December of last year. Or was it November? It was somewhere, it was towards the end of last year when he dropped Happily Goated, I believe. Or maybe I caught it late. But when I went to it, I was like, this album, I told bro. I'm like, listen, you're not gonna skip a song. Happily Goated, you don't skip a song. Happy Hours, you don't skip a song. After Hours, my fault. After Hours, you don't skip a song. Like neither song, you don't skip not one record. And it's from front to back. Seeing him do all that and still he was giving you a freestyle after Lucky 2 Times passed. He gave you a freestyle for almost 30 days straight.
For real.
And he gave a shout out to Lucky 2 Times. And the coldest part about that, Ty Herbo was one of our first interviews. Him and Lucky was at a bumping heads at the time. Yeah. Because they both was a part of No Lack and ENT. Herbo felt however he felt about what was going on. And I don't know if he felt favoritism, whatever the reason was, they was kind of bumping heads, but he still, and as we talked, he said, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like we brothers. So this is what happened with brothers. Yeah. And he made it like, I'm gonna keep your name alive.
No Lack had both them young dudes, man. Imagine that.
No Lack had two of the best artists.
But them two right there though, bro, they so marketable though. Not also on a whole other level. Like fuck the bullshit, fuck the game banging, fuck all that shit. Them two little motherfuckers are marketable. And then they babies.
That's
right. Man, listen, Lucky.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit
Lucky
crazy.
Turned out car shows.
Yep. And they got neighborhood cities.
High schools.
Yeah. Basketball games.
Anything.
Whenever he performed, they went crazy.
Yeah.
And Ty Herbo was the same.
Facts.
So them two dudes right there. So Ty Herbo for sure is gonna be on my number 1. Trey Bizzle, same thing, man. When Trey Bizzle came in, we had did I'm from the Jets. And I told Trey, I said, man, I listen to all your work, man. You have so much more. Why every video I see is gangster? Like, why you on that on every video? And then he dropped the song with Spitter P.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that
Dog.
shit. Yeah.
He dropped Dog with Spitter P.
Dog, yeah.
And the video is crazy. I'm like, oh, he on something else.
But I smell another nigga clone.
Different.
That's why I stays on my DJ.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so with them, so as far as my top 5, man, that's, like I said, I seen the growth from the beginning of the year to the end. Trey Bizzle have not let his foot off nobody's neck. Ty Herbo has not let his foot off nobody's neck.
Hell no.
Not only do we have After Hours, he also have another project that he's working on that's give you the street side of him too.
Remember he rapped that shit to us like that Lil Wayne, These Are My Bitches. Remember he rapped it?
Yeah.
Bro got on Facebook, right? And
He
was
named
like,
every,
he said,
if you want your name in my song.
Exactly. If you any females want your name in my song, drop your name. He went down his Facebook and put every female in the track.
He has a song.
And when I tell you this shit is
with
stupid,
every
bro.
female that put their name on his Facebook post.
Like,
I never even heard him release it.
He never released it.
Turbo, drop that. So I can
It's
shit.
crazy.
Don't hold on.
Hey, that it's the reason I grind with Trey Blue and
Listen.
Spitter and that therapeutic
Therapeutic
session.
session.
They harmonizing, synthesizing, rapping behind that.
That video was lit too.
So-
that video was lit.
Man, they
Keep going, guys.
They do their thing. So yeah,
For real, it's hard.
It's hard. I mean, we got so much talent.
It's so much talent. So it was hard.
That's, they was on my head in the group chat. I was like, so we gonna just pick 5 because that's hard.
Yeah.
Now,
it is hard.
Doolomite sent me an album.
He be working like a motherfucker too. Tell my albums.
What kind of anxiety is it?
Commitment.
Commitment anxiety.
That's a cold title.
You can't make it to the list right now, but you get the honorable mention, and I will put you in that album, bro. Like, because now it's gonna go into the 2021 one because it come out now.
Yeah.
But like,
It's crazy.
I'm sorry, we both got the album. We had to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you talk about the skits on 2C's albums and how it was a flow album.
His
That's how I
album.
feel about Commitment.
So Commitment is
We got it early, shit.
Before I
this is what we do.
Before I get to my top 10 albums, we got the album early, man. Commitment Anxiety. The flow of the album. So he has skits, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every song leads you to the next song,
Mhm.
and it leads you to a skit. So even if you want to skip it, you can't.
Right.
Because you need to know how this ends to get you to the next track. That's how that album is.
And it's not too long.
Yeah.
The
It's
skit
not
ain't
too long. The skits ain't too long.
And it's
He
some
got
serious, some
voicemails,
funny. Yeah.
some funny,
Yeah.
everything in there, man. The one song he just dropped, which is the single Green Light,
Green Light.
kind of give you,
Dope.
the thing, and then he got bar heavy. I'm talking about. He got some stuff on here. He just
It's a
spits some
real
straight bars,
West Coast hip hop album. Like he
Yeah.
gives me the real West Coast, what you need to hear, and he got the R&B in there, you know, sprinkled in
Sprinkled
there.
in there.
You feel me? And it's just a story from front to back. So shout out to Doolomite, Commitment Anxiety. We'll be out soon.
December
yeah,
14th.
That's. I wanted to say that we was talking about that. Bro, that
Yeah,
album.
I'm featured on the album. I ain't gonna tell nobody yet. I'm just playing.
I'm glad I heard your voice.
He is featured on the album, though. You are featured on the album.
No,
That you did
man.
send to me. The Take 23, man. Shout out to her too, man. Shout out to the women, man. I really need more
Talk to
women.
my
Misfits, man.
Where you at?
Such a goddess.
And I didn't
For real. Goddess.
I didn't mention Misfit in my top 5 or in my honorable mention because I think she only dropped like one song. But we haven't did a show yet.
They
where
ain't
they
mentioned
haven't
her.
mentioned
I promise you.
Misfit. For sure, as far as one of the OGs, as far as
Somebody would have worked
most
with.
respected, Misfit is one of the ones of the
My
females. I
homegirl.
need the females to do more.
She's not from here.
And Kiara Haley.
She's from West Virginia, but TK Blockstar. She lives here. She reps both. Really, really dope. Just type in TK Blockstar. She got projects, and her music is tough, like you say. She'll out-rap some of these niggas. So, and so we'll
It's
got
my
us.
kind of lady, bro.
So we'll got it.
Shout out to God's
Goddess,
Poet.
man.
God's Poet.
Goddess, boy. Big is to be in trouble. She take it
In
serious.
trouble, you boy. Piss off.
Oh, they be in so much trouble. And I
God's
tell guys
Poet.
that all the time. God's Poet, guys, check that out.
I fuck with God's Poet. She a dope MC.
I
She
gotta
don't
check
even
it out.
know.
Before I get into this top 10, because
We doing 10 or 5?
No, you
The
got
top
Oh,
10
10
top 10
albums.
albums.
He
albums.
doing top
Okay,
10
yeah.
albums.
So. We are, all right.
You got 10 albums?
No, I got 6 albums.
That's cool.
That's
That's cool. I got 10.
Yeah, he got 10.
He doing this part by himself, I thought.
Nah, she got some.
Code 7.
No,
Well,
everybody got
listen,
some.
he can do his 10.
Yeah, he gonna do his 10, but I want to hear.
Then we can speak on the.
Before I get into the 10, because just in case I miss a few albums, I'm gonna go over some of the albums that I listened to. Now I'm letting y'all know we got a long list of albums.
It's a lot.
I know.
Man,
That was one of the hardest things. That's why I didn't even jump into it.
and that's why and I gotta make sure I put Weebo as my honorable mention because I feel like Weebo's gonna be the man next year.
Oh, I was
He just came out too late and he doing his thing. But next year, y'all niggas probably wanna move out the way. Weebo gonna be the man.
Facts.
So
You heard
albums I listened to Trey Blue, Misunderstood, Different Empire, Boys in the Hood, Weebo's Comfortable Being Me, Trey Bizzle, Heart of the Jets, and his Rochelle son. Trey Blue and Spitter P, Therapeutic Sessions 2, Euros, Choices, Chances, and Changes. Vic Smith's Mammy Lewis. Miles Lowe, Make the World Feel Good.
Miles had it, bro.
Man, listen. Miles was our first interview.
On me.
Our first interview.
We need to bring him back, man.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Miles Lowe. 2 C's Community Service. Dizzy Wright, My Hustle's Unmatched.
Okay.
Big Cheerio, Hear Me Out. Pool Pistols, Pistol Packing Project Reloaded. James West House Score.
Yes.
I listen to G Boys, but it's only I think it's an EP.
Long Road.
Was it EP?
It was EP. It was like what, 8, 9? I mean.
So G Boys Long Road, Janky Mac G I'm a Herb, Sky Vegas, Bandemic.
Bandemic. Yeah.
Bandemic. Herbo After Hours, Young and Hard Body, Send Us to the Streets. KD, This That Way, Bloody. D-Cross, Cross the Boss. D-Cross Did to Me. Boss Blacc, G.O.D. Rasul, is that how you say his name? Rasul. Sounds of a Sagittarius. West, I Know Why. I was not calling him West at first.
Got it.
Dougie King Piece.
Was did that come out this year? That gotta be a re-release. That gotta be a re-release, man.
I'm looking at
King
November.
That shit came out because he was in jail too, so that shit had to come out like 2018, I think.
Whoa.
To keep
Dougie,
it real.
you think so?
That must be an honorable mention.
Dougie King Piece, I don't think that came out last year, man.
2020.
They must have put that on there.
October.
Shout out to that.
2020.
Shout out to that nigga, man.
That's when he dropped to Spotify.
Yeah,
when he dropped it to SoundCloud and all that, I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, but definitely shout out to Dougie King Piece.
King Piece came out,
sure.
As far as official release, August 31st, 2020.
Okay, for sure.
August 31st, 2020.
Shout out to Dougie.
Wait. I gotta get you back where I was at. Boom. So.
My bad.
You good. Coast Gang Philly Volume 2. Money Way, Talking Cash Shit Again.
I like that one.
Dulo Mike. I was gonna say his another album. But this was Blacc. What's it called? Blacc Exploitation.
Black Exploitation.
Interstate Facts Royalty, which I think was an EP. I think it had that many tracks. Keyshawn Music, Urban Cowboy, 30 Fresh, On My Auntie Grave, King Bay, Never Die,
There it is.
Young, Die, Legendary. That album is something crazy.
That's on my list.
Oh, that album is something crazy. Rondo 100 Mad at Me, and Taylor Weed stuff was an EP, but that season 3 is crazy.
Super.
Also, what was mentioned was, of course, Lucky 2 Times, Before I Blow. D-Baby, Cold Nights. Lil J.O. to die. What side is he? Is he Eastside cat?
No. I don't know what side he's from, but I know it's just for 90s.
Listen, that shit was decent too. I like that one. Win City, Welcome to the Win. Eastside God Selly. East God Selly. And FTS Guapo. Is that right? The name of theirs was Searching for Nirvana. Cause I don't think they made it on my top 10. Well, let me say that album is something serious. Yeah. That album is something serious. It was different. That Searching for Nirvana.
Yeah.
It was different. It's a whole nother sound. Take 23, Trouble in Paradise. Man, this list is crazy. Jahil Combs.
That's
Combs.
what.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Listen. He's something. He gonna be something too. Gonna be something.
Man, I can't even believe he not as big. Like,
yeah, I don't know why it haven't been so many people that's already listened to him.
Now, can y'all imagine us bringing like just?
So to break this down in 10 albums.
Right. Shit. Everybody, good job.
Yeah, good job, everyone. Shit.
Good job to everybody.
Everybody was working this year though, man. Like this been the most I've seen people put thought into their videos.
Yep.
Their content has been, wider, you know what I mean? Like as far as where Vegas was at 5 or 6 years ago and where they at now, like next year you gotta go harder.
We can't ever be in the dusty ones to now we dripping on them.
For real.
Got big chains, big diamonds, you feel me?
Nah, that's
I
real.
like it, man, cause like he said, they came from like the strip, rapping on the street, you feel me, to like doing their thing, man.
At one time, all the videos was just you being in your neighborhood rapping by the stop sign.
Dusty ass camera.
Bad right now.
That was the video, man. So, so it was crazy. So my albums, my favorites. Young and Hard Body, Sentenced to the Streets.
He
tight.
Listen.
Whenever he focus, it's a rap, bro. He
cold.
He was a prodigy.
He did the best in his camp. To me, out of everybody who dropped in his camp, he got the best project. Also, Blacc, your project, and I didn't know it was your project when you sent it.
Oh shit, that's what's up.
Listen, it's not on my 10, but it is my mention.
Okay,
it is my mention because I didn't know it was you. So when you dropped it on, when I said, man, give me albums, boom, I'm just listening. I'm like, oh, this is solid. Who the fuck is this? Right, so I didn't know. So I'm looking for a Boss Blacc, and then I finally realized it was Boss Blacc.
That's crazy.
So shout out to that album, man.
G.O.D.
Dope project, G.O.D. man, dope project. You did your thing, start to finish. It was a few that like I just couldn't get into, but outside of that, I thought the project was dope. You made sure to get on your engineer. I don't know who do your engineering, but you for sure made sure that it sound crisp. I don't know how big that is for you, but if anybody listen to albums, that's major. Major. Your engineering is major. Engineering is the reason why a few albums would not make my list because a lot of people engineer.
Me too.
That's what we was talking about earlier.
Me too. Me too. I'm gonna say one name and cut it off. Pool Pistols.
Man.
Get your engineer right, brother.
And that's what it is.
Take y'all time in there. Take y'all time in there. And if you're an engineer, don't be afraid to tell these dudes they messed up or that it don't sound right. Turn y'all beats down a little bit. Take y'all time.
Yeah,
take
man.
y'all time.
Y'all gotta do that.
Take y'all time, man.
Pool Pistol, I think he got a sound that they try to just get on every time. Every album he dropped, like
I love Pool Pistol's music, but the quality need to be mixed better. A lot of y'all quality need to be mixed.
My thing with Pistols, and I'm getting to that point. I can get on my top 10.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
People I listen to and my reason why. My thing with Pool Pistols, me and bro talk about it a lot, is you have gave me nothing but gangster stuff. There's no way I can consider you one of my top albums.
Not a bottom line. There's no way I can just sit and ride to you all day.
Yeah,
I'm a grown man.
It's just nothing else.
For real.
It's just nothing else involved. And even when I was younger, like I don't want to listen to 20 tracks of the same bars recycled different ways. I just can't listen to that all. That's all it is. It's just the same bars recycled different ways. I think bar wise, he outbar a lot of niggas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of niggas not fucking with him bar wise.
Yeah,
I just feel like when you doing an album, I feel like Pooh Pistols is like would be the best mixtape rapper ever. It's like album wise, he just haven't gave me nothing, and I don't know if that it probably was a mixtape that I listened to.
Right.
So that's my thing with him. Also, Taz Gotti, I listened to Taz Gotti, Year to the Streets. He gave me the same song twice, and that's what bounced him out. He gave me the same exact song twice, bar for bar, same hook, same verses,
different beats.
2 times, different beats, and it was 3 songs in.
I ain't gonna
The
lie,
intro, and then when I got like the 3rd or 4th song, it was the same song again. That's what bounced him out for me.
I ain't gonna lie, the GOAT James West, you did that, and I peeped that. You did that shit with the hook. You did it with the hook. I peeped that you did that, but we gonna let that slide.
See, I can't.
But I did peep you did that. You did
I
you
can't.
repeated the hook twice. 2 different
this,
songs.
This what I feel. This how I feel.
Caught you, man.
If we format it. For real.
I caught you, man.
Hey, yeah, motherfuckers listening to y'all, man. Motherfuckers listening.
That's why
you should respect that.
I like
Shit,
this
you're
platform.
an artist, you gotta respect that. Motherfucker really listening to y'all.
I have to say yes to this and this platform because they keep it real and y'all know they do.
Yes, they do.
And we rock with everybody.
Yeah.
But you gotta take the constructive critique. It's not to down talk you, not to tell you stop. Just hey, take your time,
Pay attention,
and give us all.
I mean, if we didn't fuck with y'all, we wouldn't have nothing to critique y'all about because we wouldn't fuck with y'all.
Because
We wouldn't
people
have
can't.
nothing to even say nothing about because we wouldn't even take the time for it.
I feel like they're on a local playing field and you trying to get the masses to listen. So I feel like them small fuck ups don't make the masses say nah fuck.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like them
Exactly.
small fuck ups. It's gonna make a nigga like I've never listened to it, and when I listen to local music, I listen to it on stage that I would listen to my mainstream music.
Exactly. That's why that same interview has to go into that.
I got the same thing, so
Me too.
I'm not
Same
listening
standard.
to a T.I. album or a Lil Baby album and he's giving me the same song on a different beat. It's just not gonna happen.
And you should have somebody around you letting you know that. Like, that's the problem.
Like, what are you doing?
Ain't nobody telling them no. Because they don't got, people be around people that just gonna kiss their ass. You need to have your boy with you that's like, hey bro, you know, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
What's
like,
going on?
Peep this.
Pick one or the other, bro.
What's going on? Give me
Or send it to us.
Give me
Send
one
it
of
to
the
us. We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
Give me one or the other. So that's
what I wanted to
that's
say.
what bounced them out.
Shout out to everybody with platforms.
Facts.
For real. And using y'all platform to put out Vegas music. Whatever music you like, but when Vegas music is in there, I'm so appreciative to y'all. So thank everybody that got a platform that's watching and play Vegas music and Vegas videos. Thank y'all. And y'all too. HipHop for real. You know, Kode Se7en politics.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Legends, man. Y'all do that and we do all of that, man. I see when I see Jonez, we really put out Vegas music. We break y'all records, we play y'all unreleased music, we play y'all videos, and we don't just play it that one time.
No, we bumping it all day.
We bumping it. You feel me? So let's just keep it real.
Yeah, we do. And like you said, the unreleased stuff, man. I got some. Shout out to my boy King Caddy, man. I have some unreleased songs from King Caddy in my email right now. I listened to one, and it was nice. I haven't listened to the other one yet. So shout out to King Caddy, who's been working for a long time.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this video on MTV.
Yes, long time.
Been working for a long time, man. So shout out to King Caddy. So much that I didn't know. That's why I appreciate this panel for bringing me the new music that I've never heard. Give me somebody new to listen to and to reach out. So I appreciate that from all y'all. Yeah. So in my top 10 though, you mentioned him, Laser. I got him from you. The album is Blossom, right?
Yeah, Blossom.
Listen, I didn't know this dude. Crazy album, crazy energy, crazy sound. This why I say engineering is so important. Then I looked at the streams. I'm like, this dude got like 20,000 streams on songs, 30,000. Like this dude is a big dude. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's big.
You know, only people I know is Euros, Disney. So, man, Laser, dope project. Spitter P and Trey Blues. Therapeutic Sessions too. Man, that
shit
album,
go.
listen, that album is something crazy.
And I want to caveat on that. I think that album is so cold because I don't know if you said it or Tizzle said it, but Trey Blue is just a cold feature, man. Like he just adds that.
Yeah, Sam.
Just that chemistry there is it's great, man.
So Trey Blue played Dip for us.
Yeah. With him and Tony Omar, right?
Oh my! And the first track is that "Walked Out of Heaven" sample.
I listened to that shit today.
Listen, when he first played it, I walked.
I'll play you this real quick. Well, matter of fact, no, you said you want to hear something for the female. So I'm play you this real quick, alright?
Yeah, cool, let's go.
Also produced by Hitman Beats, by the way. You feel me? Shout out my nigga.
Man be working.
Hitman be working. That's my nigga right there.
Let's see, man.
I feel like I can't walk. I don't know.
Right out of heaven, huh?
I left him. And I told him, listen, if this shit,
I'm gone.
If you don't, I'm a J. If you know me, you know I'm a J.
Feels like I can't walk.
J.E. is my favorite group of all time. I don't care what nobody else's name. J.E. is my favorite group of all time.
They the best. What? They the best. What's up?
Me and bro don't play about J.E. So when I heard Walked Out of Heaven, I said, if you don't give me some Walked Out of Heaven lyrics on this song, you gotta leave, bro.
I was surprised the young boy even had that in him.
Yeah, I would say they young.
Yeah, they young.
And then Dip is a Escape sample, I think it is. I can't remember. Whatever sample. It's another sample.
Yep.
This is how I feel. I know you wanna die. Can we?
And
Switched it up on.
man, him and Tony O.
I like how you
Him and
said
Tony
that.
O'Malley project.
I don't want to interrupt, but I have to. I want to say this. I feel like if Mo3 was like an R&B singer, he would still be alive today instead of a gangster rap singer.
Facts.
And like sung about killing niggas and stuff like that. You feel me? Instead, if he would have sung about, like you said, sex and love and a little bit of your struggles, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it would have been so I'm macho and you got hit up and
Test
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when he did, he didn't push it.
Right.
When he sung about stuff like that, he didn't push it.
And so I want to say that to my guys here. Like, make more songs with you singing and to the females specifically and go that route. And you don't have to be a gangster throwing it. You ain't got to do it. You feel me? You can do your thing. But
Yeah, because sometimes we do like that.
yeah, we do. We do. But I'm just saying, we want to live. We want to see them alive.
Right. Be careful how you speak.
Yeah, you feel me? So
If you rapping about how many
gonna
times
happen.
you're gonna get shot, you really speak that your words are powerful.
Yeah.
So y'all be more conscious.
You know, the boy Mo3 had the video with his own funeral and him on the autopsy table and you know what I'm saying?
And one of the first.
He did that too.
Yep. For real.
You know, Pop did it too. So it's like,
All
watch
of
how
it.
y'all speak over your lives, man. But again, y'all got vocals. I'm just saying, make more songs
I
for
like
y'all.
that shit.
That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, so that speaking that is something different because he come to like okay, so getting back into it.
Yes, sir.
King Bay, Never Die Young, Die Legendary, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Die Legendary.
Yeah.
For one, King Bay is probably one of my top producers in the city.
Yeah, definitely.
And I be low key mad when people don't mention King Bay as a producer. Because this dude has been on stage with T.I. This dude has been on stage with Mary J. Blige. This dude is the real deal.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Him, Remix, Hitman, like you have to mention these dudes.
Yeah, for real.
And King Bay don't get enough mention, man. So I don't know which one of y'all dropped the album. I didn't know he had the album drop. Whoever had said that it had dropped, and I went and listened to it, and I just thought the album was incredible.
Definitely.
The way he gave Fats his shine on Free Fats.
Yeah, he got off on that. He got off. Fats got off.
That's how you put an album. That's how you put an album together. In that, when you're a producer, you have to let the rappers rap. Don't try to be the rapper and the producer. You have to let the rappers do their thing.
Yeah. That's why I was gonna say that was a dope album because
That's
he
why
don't
it was
rap.
dope. That's why it was dope. He let them shine. He let them shine. He let them do their thing.
And the beats was cold.
The beats.
So he did his part too.
He did his shit. So that's on my.
That was on my top list too.
Good. I listened to that on my way to Cali.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was really
Man,
good. I had to play it back
opening
twice.
with Selly, and by the time you get to the one with Teddy Crooklyn and Taylor.
See what I'm saying? See?
Yeah. And I had watched the interview prior to, so it made me go listen to the album. And because he was talking about living in LA and everything, I was literally driving through LA listening to this man's album. So it felt surreal at the time. It made me more proud of him too, because I grew up with Bay too. You know,
Yeah.
So proud of you, boy. Keep going.
Listen, Bay came up in the church.
Yeah.
On the drums.
Yeah.
Bay.
I love them drums.
Man, Bay a different animal, man. So Bay album, D-Cross, Cross the Boss.
I listened to that at the house. Just headphones.
Listen,
in.
Right.
Crazy.
It's one of my top albums this year.
So was it better than Dead to Me though?
Yes.
So that song Who Talk Kiki, that's on what album? That's on Dead to Me, right?
The Who
Talk Kiki. That song Who Talk Kiki.
I think
But it's going to fuck
Yeah, I
off.
think that's Dead to Me.
That album, I like that.
but I liked it. I like both of them.
They was, yeah, I was gonna say.
But Cross the Boss was just
more gloss.
Cross the Boss just felt grown to me.
Yeah,
It felt more grown to me. It felt more grown to me.
I agree.
Dead to Me gave me that feeling that I didn't really want to feel from Cross. Like he just don't. That's not what I like to hear from Cross. I like the album, and I told him like both of these are dope because the album he dropped before that to me was weak.
Both Sides of the Fence.
That was super weak to me. Nah, I ain't say it on camera, but it's the truth.
Shit.
Both Sides of the Fence, I didn't like it at all.
I love that.
I did not like both sides.
I thought he went in.
I thought he did his thing on certain tracks, but I just was like,
Okay.
But these last two projects and this one he's working on is crazy.
Yeah.
But like you said, Cross the Boss made the list, and I
It made the list.
I piggyback off that, and like you said, grown man.
Listen,
like the content, the concept of it.
Yeah. I got 2 C's community service.
Dope project.
Dope project. It actually should be more. It actually should be in like my top 2 or 3. But 2 C's community service. Shit from start to finish.
Dope.
Man.
It's not.
Even the way he got that motherfucker arranged.
Yeah.
The way he got it set up,
Together,
like, because like I think when he get into like the second skit, with Tay's talking about like you rapping about, like he basically telling like you rapping about all this fancy stuff and you ain't giving your life, and then he get more personal after that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the way that he set it up, like he set it up perfectly to give you an album. I feel like he put a lot into that shit, even with the cover art.
Yeah.
Even with the cover art was dope.
Indeed.
So after that, I got Vic Smith, Mammy Lewis. I think I came across his project on your channel. I think I came across Vic Smith's project on your channel. I think you had reviewed a song or something.
Yeah.
And he's in your intro.
Yes. Yeah.
Talking in your intro. So, so Vic Smith, Mammy Lewis, Euros, Choices, Chances, and Changes. I can never deny Euros, but this project was better than probably his previous. Like I feel like Euros had like a moment to where he was trying to find himself. Like he really didn't know his fan base like that. But I feel like at one point he was trying to find himself in his music. But I feel like this one he was like, I'm not turning from who I am. So I feel like Euros did his thing with that one. My last 2 is different Empire, Boys in the Hood. As a collective. That shit was like, when you first started hearing Cali, Cali just found all the people to make the perfect project. Like that's what
We the best
was like. It was all together, man. Gas did this shit with that, man. With putting them youngsters together. I thought it was just a regular like group, but I guess it was what Gas had put together. That was dope. And one of my favorite albums, one of the first albums I heard this year, and an album that I still listen to all the time. We did a full album review, and that's Trey Bizzle, Heart of the Jets. I feel like he gave you everything. He gave you Break Up, he gave you Gangsta Music, he gave you heartache, he gave you life, all in that one project. Like everything that I felt like he was lacking on with giving us the visuals for at that time, before he started dropping other visuals, he put it all in that album. So I feel like that set the tone for Bizzle's year run. Like after that, it was like anything he do now, he couldn't miss that after that album. Because I didn't think the album was gonna be. Not saying I didn't think it was gonna be a dope project, but if I went by what I seen prior to the album, I thought it was gonna be gangsta shit. And the first song he dropped was "I'm From the Jets."
I'm from the Jets, facts.
So I'm thinking that's what we finna get. It kind of was like the first time you heard Pla's album or Hurricane Chris.
Yeah.
They gave you one thing, you thought this was the album gonna be, and it was like, oh shit, it's something different.
Yo, Hurricane Chris was underrated, man.
Hurricane Chris, and I feel like a sound from I feel like Trey Bizzle, Taylor Weeze, Spitter P, Trey Blue, Two C's, Janky Mac G. I feel like they give you kind of a Vegas sound, right? Like I can find similarities in every artist, but if I listen to a full project, I see the difference.
Right.
And I feel like they do that. So for my top 10, that was my top 10. That was who I felt like gave me the best body of work. And it was versatile with different artists. Like Vic Smith is nothing like
anybody
Trey
else.
Bizzle or anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I came across Vic Smith from Miles Low. And I like Miles Low project too.
Yeah.
I did like Miles Low project too. But I came across Vic Smith from Miles Low.
Right.
So, and I don't know if y'all ever seen Vic Smith perform. I don't know if y'all ever seen Miles Low perform. They're the best performers in the city. Outside. Like, them niggas have live bands.
Right.
It's not no DJ. It's a live band.
Yeah.
They really study their craft. They really plan. You know what I'm saying? Put time in and say, this is going to be a show. When I wouldn't watch them niggas, I feel like I was watching Diddy them perform. Like, even if I don't like the music, it's worth me watching this show right now.
Right.
That's how Diddy always was for me. I never liked the Diddy songs.
Yeah, he's
But
a showman.
anytime you see him on stage, you had to watch. And that's what they was to me. And I do like their music, but that's just what it was for me. So yeah, that's my top 10. Like y'all said y'all got y'all a few files or whatever. I know you said I got a few that was on your list. So if I missed anything that wasn't on y'all list, y'all can go ahead and mention them. As far as y'all top albums. If any album is like one of your best.
You said a couple. So is it just albums or mixtapes? Because I mean, I would still put
albums and mixtapes. I did albums and
I'm
mixtapes.
definitely putting up Before I Go in there by Lucky 2 times. I'm pretty sure that Happily Goated came out at the beginning of this year by Ty Herbo.
It's at the end.
No, pull up on Apple Music.
I'm gonna pull it up for you right now.
Maybe he up. Okay.
Probably go to 2019 November. So I guess you can name it. That works. So you know what? That should have been in my top.
I'm gonna Lil J.O. What is it? Live to Die or Love to Die or something like that. And you say you're.
I did like that. I said Different Empire.
You said Different. Oh, and then I'm gonna do his other project that he did with Joe Biden, the Missed Calls one. Killed that. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much had like, for the most part, the rest of my picks was a few that you already mentioned. So.
What about you?
I don't even want to do albums, bro.
Oh yeah. You said you had.
I agree with yours. I liked it. Jazz Laser for the versatility. He had songs where he rapped and sing.
Yeah.
Pop, R&B. Cross the Boss I put on the list only because compared to Dead to me, Cross the Boss, and I told him this, it just seemed more professionally put out. I like the presentation. I like how it was presented, and I love the imagery and the character he plays, because I feel like it's a difference between D Cross and Cross the Boss as far as rapping. So I like those personas, and I like the album 2 C's Community Service. strong album. I love 2 C's from the mixtapes to the album, so it's good to just see him do his thing. Really, I had the same one, except I'm a Herb that was not on his list.
That's one of my mentions.
It's an honorable mention, but I liked it a lot. I liked that album a lot. I love I love his voice. I like the beats. I love what he was talking about. It's a solid album. I think he had a solid album. Storm Green. He actually makes, what were we calling that thing? A series. He makes series of the seasons. And he kind of has that Nipsey feel to that West Coast California style to his music, but I think that his collection of the seasons has been good as well. So yeah, that was it.
Like he said, Skinny said he listened to 60 albums this year.
Damn.
That's like an estimate, right? Yeah. Or is that fact, like all the way?
60 is
Cause like
change,
60
bro.
is some change though. Right? And then he had to cram in 20 in the last month or so, right?
Yeah.
So for me it was like, I want to give my honorable mentions. I want to mention artists that I like, you know what I'm saying? And I want to mention some of the youngsters, you feel me, and have a good conversation, you feel me?
Yeah.
But next year, I'm going to do the same thing you do. But like, I've listened to so many albums because I've interviewed a lot of people, but not with this in mind. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I had this in mind all year.
but we were asked what, like a month and a half ago or
month and a half
something?
ago.
Like maybe 4 or 6 weeks. And so it's like, dang, I want to be there and this is how I want to be involved. You feel me? So I do appreciate that. And him having his top 10. Because I know, how long have you had the top 5 and top 10?
It be mixing around.
It's been moving, but I didn't have the top 5 like
solid.
throughout the seasons. So I'll say like
You
I had a
feel me?
solid 6. My top 5 of them probably been on my list for like the last 6 months, probably.
So I'm going to have this stuff in mind, like, nah, I got to go with you. You feel me? Like, we're going to put this penalty
Write that
together
shit
and I'm going to
down.
have a solid top 10. So please submit y'all music to hotseatwithIcyJones@gmail.com and we're going to make this thing happen. You feel me?
Yeah,
sure. Because there's so many artists, bro, and so much good music.
So much
You know what I mean?
music.
So, like, I'm thankful that you even, you know, allowed me to be here and, you know, you had your 10 ready, bro, and just, like, put it out there for them. You feel me? So, I'm with it.
I felt it was important.
I love this. You know what I'm saying?
I felt like it was important for a wrap up, man, to have a solid 10. And like I said, for some people, it just was the quality of the music. It wasn't that you made bad songs or nothing like that. Just the quality just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Big Chiro, you said he's one of your favorites. Big Chiro is one of my favorite artists now, and he do have a solid project. You know, certain songs just wasn't mixed right. You know, certain songs just threw you off. But he's a solid young cat, man. C Montana, solid dude. Like I still have solid dudes. Like a major mention for me is a cat named Sean Stone. I think I tagged Lou to a video of him singing, young cat. I told him on the phone. I told him when we spoke, cause I review a lot of his music, cause he submit a lot. And I told him, like, man, what you do, you don't understand that it takes a team to do. And I think a lot of artists in Vegas need to understand that. These albums that y'all giving us, there are teams to give you great albums.
Yes, sir.
So for an artist to solely, individually give you a great body of work.
Hard work, man.
Without somebody saying, look, this is the producer we're going to put on there. This the track we go. Prime example is Tupac, All Eyes on Me is a collective of everybody else's thoughts, and you just give us some verses. This is your thoughts, your verses, this is all you. We don't get that. You don't get that. And I think Vegas is being slept on for that. Like, think of the hard work they putting in. You're critiquing these people on, well, you're not making a Drake album, you're not making this type of dude's album. They don't have the same team that Drake got.
Right.
This is me sitting in the studio by myself, spending my own hard-earned money to give you these albums. I just felt like I would have been doing a disjustice to not listen to so many.
That's true.
This panel helped me a lot. because I also had other people that listen to be like, hey, you probably ain't heard this person, because in all actuality, there's no way for me being a dude, I've been a street dude for so long, so majority of the niggas that I run across that do music is street dudes. Mm-hmm. So I'm not running across the Big Smiths, I'm not running across the Jazz Lasers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course I know Euros and all them, but a lot of cats I'm not running across, because if you're not from North Town West, I'm just running across the East Side dudes. Right. If you're not from my area, if I don't see you on my Facebook news feed, if I don't see you on my Instagram news feed, I don't know nothing about you. Right. You're not popping up. And it's a lot of people, like Lou said, that need to, when she named the youngsters, y'all need to know these names. Mm-hmm. Because one thing I wanted to do with this was, every year in Vegas they make lists, right? Mm-hmm. But y'all don't base the list on what's going on right now.
List. Every year it's the
Yeah, it
same
is.
list.
Just different order.
We change it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know the work y'all put in. We understand who put in the work, who our OGs are, who've been doing it for years, but why can't we change the narrative for them?
Y'all not even trying to listen to this.
There's a reason why it's crazy. Yeah, they don't get the chance. Yeah. And they're putting in the same work.
Some putting in more.
Just imagine when y'all were younger, like the dudes that's like been in it for years, when you were their age, you weren't putting out the quality content and work that these young artists are doing, and they're young. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're already thinking on like with business mindsets. You get what I'm saying? Like, they just deserve that credit too.
They do, and they like you said, they putting it in with the video, with the albums, with the mixtapes, with the singles. Like, y'all thinking. It takes a team to even pick a single.
No, that's true.
Takes a team to pick a single.
For real.
And you are going off of your ears on what you think the world is gonna like.
No, yeah.
And most of these cats writing everything they sell. Yeah. You know, when you look at if you look at like an album, maybe so many writers on them damn songs, bro. Like 6, 7 motherfuckers. These is dudes that's at the house or wherever they at, just doing their thing solo. You gotta respect the hustle.
Look around you. And the people that are doing things with you, for you, that's your team. And so they get titles. So the homie that's got the camera, he is your photographer, he's your cinematographer. The homie that's engineering, he is that. The homie that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
producing, the graphic designer, that's your team. And begin to function with those people on a daily. Begin to create things and make things happen, and then know your titles and you know who you are in that team, and watch how it works, because teamwork does indeed make the dream work. Once you know, though, what purpose you have on that team.
Having a team is important, man. So I for sure thank everybody I thank y'all for coming. I know I held people over their time.
Yeah, man. Motherfucker shouldn't do that.
It's all good.
I for sure thank everybody for coming. I am building a solid team. And, shout out to my team. They come through and spend their hours. Y'all in here with us right now. We spend our hours in this motherfucker, so I salute my team. Big shout out to Views from the 7, my podcast that I started with. Also showed me teamwork, so big shout out to Spence. Big shout out to Shayna. Big shout out to Anisha. Big shout out to Ivan. And, everybody that's working with us, man, that's putting in the work. Views 7 Network, also another thing I got for YouTube. Kode Se7en, this is our baby. Yeah, so shout out to everybody that's really rocking with us, reaching out, that's trying to be a part of something. Also, before I get up out of here, let me give a shout out to Next Level Barbershop. The barbershop that we sitting in. Nardo, my big cousin, my big brother Nardo let me steal his spot to get this recorded. Make sure y'all check out Next Level Barbershop. Subscribe to Kode Se7en. Subscribe to HipHop with Lou. Subscribe to Hot C Jones. Subscribe to
Las Vegas Legends.
Las Vegas Legends.
We're not going on YouTube, man.
Las Vegas Legends is on Instagram. Make sure you go follow Las Vegas Legends. Man, as far as Vegas, any other content creators, man, reach out. Shout out to everybody that's creating something in Vegas and actually want to see the rest of Vegas blow.
Hey man, everybody in Vegas is doing their thing next year. do it harder.
Yeah. Oh, and Icy Jonez is dropping an album December 25th, right?
I just heard a look. That's what we just listened to.
That's what you just listened to.
Man, cooking.
God got my
Bruh,
back.
cooking.
December 25th.
December 25th, God got my back. You got anything dropping? Album?
Oh man, go get my album G.O.D. Gold Oil Drugs. Also, Las Vegas Legends, Living Legends. I gotta say, long live Blue Angel, Craze Capone.
Yeah.
My man's Lucky 2 times, man. God bless the dead.
God bless the dead.
A piece of y'all is really what inspired me to do my page. We're gonna honor y'all in the best way we can. To all the living legends, let's continue to work and continue to get out here, man. I see a lot of potential, a lot of good things coming out the city. I'm proud to be from Vegas. I'm proud to be a representative of y'all. Let's get it.
Go get my merch.
Yeah, everybody got merch, man. Hip Hop got merch. Kode Se7en got merch. Pilot Talk got merch. Make sure you get the merch, man. Make sure you tap in with everybody on this panel.
Pilot Talk.
Let's go ahead and blow everybody up, man. It's for us to make sure everybody receive. That's what we're here for. Yeah, that being said, man, I'm gone.